important, but like it usually, it's divided into like 30, 30, 50, 30, 40, 30, 20, I don't know. Okay, all 3 days, amazing. My niche, executive burnout, all right. Content, day two, my notes are full, amazing, Hamid, that's what I like to see. That's a tough call, I said day two. I think day two is usually the best for people that have been on LinkedIn for a while. So yeah, will we get the replay? Maybe. I preferred both actually. That's amazing, Quadri. Good to see. Can we watch the other 2 days back? Leva will be able to tell you that. I missed the last 2 days, unfortunately. No, Jennifer, what happened? Ask us about yesterday, what we learned. Okay, what did you learn yesterday? Okay, my niche is woman in tech who, the chat is going so fast, to go from overlooked to undeniable. How are you doing that? Ashley. My niche helping companies support employees. Cool. Live kids, the universe, content stuff yesterday. I provide appointment booking. Why is everybody telling me telling me their niches? No, I'm not there yet. We've not started. I'm getting my feet wet with LinkedIn, so day one was the best for me. Honest, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, cool. I tried content yesterday and it worked. Amazing. The guests yesterday were so amazing. Honestly, yeah, Alexis is amazing. Okay, my niche is providing food for tech. I did content pillars schedule. Is 1.5K a month too low for executive burnout? Depends on your experience. Depends. I would love to know more details about you guys' niche and offers. Just replying to them. Okay, so are we ready to go, guys? Cool. Right, just getting ready. Awesome. So I'm helping them become more confident, their skills, getting a seat at the table, and knowing how to build sponsors. More confident with their skills, okay. We need to find a monetizable angle for that. So, like, why does someone want to become more confident? Because they want to get a promotion, right? Or because they want to get more income or something like that. So, we need to identify that specifically. Cool. I'm thinking of deleting my account and starting from over scratch. I did that, but it's not necessary anymore. I think the algorithm has evolved enough to be able to for you to not have to do that unless you have a lot of people that you don't like looking at your content. My niche data analytics. I have a few questions about the mastermind. Kind of get into a call with someone. Actually, my CEO Leva will be in touch. Definitely can do that. Okay, I can see the replay, yo. When you open your email and click on the link, you can watch the replay from yesterday. Can you? I didn't know that. Oh, that's a hack. Okay, profitability, sustainability solutions to save time. All right, cool. Now, we're at the 7 minute mark. Give me a one in the chat if you guys are ready to rock and roll. One, 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 one. Yes. Cool. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Welcome to How to Build in $100,000 Monetization Ecosystem, day three of the Content to Cash Challenge. Now, some groundwork rules, like I keep on saying over the last 2 days, please make sure that you can see me front facing as well. So, Zoom likes to do this thing where it can't hide my face. So, let's avoid that today so everybody can see me because I talk very fast, but almost always my hands make more sense than my mouth. Otherwise, you won't get the full experience, all right? So let's get into that ASAP and go for it. Okay, cool. Now, welcome back to everyone. Which days were you here? So I saw some people saying that so a lot of you guys missed day one and day two, which I would love to know why. Was it a time issue? Was it the bank holiday? What happened? Tell me in the chat. So one, two, both days so far, all day, one day, religious seasons, one, two, and three, one, two, and three, one, two, and three. Okay, okay, okay. All right. I had a customer emergency. All right, cool. No worries. We'll do a recap. Okay, what did you guys find the most helpful so far? Was it the content part? Was it the funnel-ish that we went through yesterday? Was it the monetization part? The content. Are there any replays? There might be everything. The hashtags. What? What is it about hashtags? Oh my God. Oh my God. Every time I see this, it blows my mind. Hashtags. Really? Really? Anyone else in the hashtag? Vibe? No. I think they wanted to should people get their recordings. Content mostly course. I was there for the whole thing. No, just no hashtags. Okay. Okay, content systems. Okay, banner. You said hashtags and what? Yeah, I know. I know I said that, but like anyways, all right, fine. Okay, so what do you guys do? Are you CEOs? Are you founders? Are you executives? What are you guys doing? Freelancer student, freelancer student. CEO, freelancer, senior content writer, founder, student, freelancer, CEO, freelancer, ghostwriter. All right, employee, founder, CEO. We've got a full billionaire. Billionaire Shahir is still here. Hopefully, I make you another billion for sure. Wanna go viral? Educate creators, educate. Why is a billionaire here? Okay, cool. Founder, second billion incoming. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Awesome, awesome. All right, cool. So, yesterday, over 500 people tuned in, which is amazing for a bank holiday. So, today, yesterday we covered in the last 2 days of the challenge. So, day one, we covered the new playbook. We also covered the end of generic thought leadership. We also covered the three exceptional things you need to do now to get attention and lead generation. So, if you guys remember your exceptional thing, please put it in the chat so you guys can have a quick recap of what you guys have learned. So it's everything still very fresh in your heads. And then day number two, the major shift in LinkedIn's landscape, three content formats that actually work for lead generation and attention, and building a sustainable pipeline of content and outreach so it never runs out. So, do you guys remember everything that we learned over the last 2 days? Please say yes in the chat so I know that everything is fresh. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome, awesome. All right, cool. So, what was your favorite part? Like, what was the thing that actually stuck out to you the most out of these six things? So, we can recap on them at the end as well for everyone that missed them. So, we can give everyone a fresh recap. Okay, yes, the new algorithm. Yes, please. Yes, please. The three content formats for lead generation, content strategy profile audit, right for value and the 1%, content formats, the three content formats, the new algorithm. Okay. All right. The new content formats, the algorithm, the strategy. Okay. Cool. Don't use hash brown. All right. So messages and posts saying how the last 2 days have blown my mind. They're like people are literally spamming my DMs all over social media because you guys found it so useful. We had Nirav here, Lara, super excited for day two. To be honest, I'm more excited to start the known club. So this is someone that took us on the offer that we revealed at the end. Idima here, I'm attending number two. I'm a fan of your YouTube, and hopefully, guys, everything that you learned on YouTube is a lot more compressed now. It's a lot more tactical. It's a lot more advanced. Loving the 3-day workshop from Colleen. So thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned and sending me messages. Like the messages have been amazing. We've collected them all. I read them all, even if I don't get the chance to reply. I'm always, always, always seeing them. Now, like I've done over the last 2 days, I will be also doing a live roasting session. So a few of you, about around 6 people, have gotten live roasting from me. So if you guys want the final chance for me to look at your LinkedIn's for free for the last time today, because this is the grand finale of the 3-day challenge, then please stay till the end for another one. All right. Now, people have been absolutely loving them, and on it to the point that they're making LinkedIn posts about these. So someone like Mila here, literally creating content about it. Hamid here is creating content about it. Honor here is creating content about it. So stay till the end if you want to get a chance to get picked, because we got a lot of messages here saying that we pre-picked a lot of the people that we roasted. No, we chose them live. We had a challenge going on my LinkedIn where we got to choose 2 people. But beyond that, we're picking people that are in this live. I literally pick the person and I ask, are they in this live? Otherwise, we move on and we pick the next person, right? So tell your friends that we've started. This is a workshop experience, which is better together. So I'm going to give you 2 seconds to take a photo of any of this and tell a friend that we've started, because today I am going to give you the sneak peek. I'm going to pull back the curtain and I'm going to show you exactly how you can turn your niche in your business into a whole funnel that operates from content on LinkedIn to actually monetizing that attention to then, moving on to conversion. All right, cool. Now, my team is not letting me share the recording. So whoever found them, amazing for you. So you got to stick till the end with me today for today. Okay. So today we've got 2 full hours on building the 100K LinkedIn ecosystem monetization systems. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. How much money do you want to make from LinkedIn in this next month? All right. How do you send the profile? You need to message my CEO Leva. So she's gonna drop the link now to her LinkedIn. So you need to message her, connect with her, and then send her, tell her that you want to be roasted. So okay, 4K, 10K, 48K, 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 20K, 10K. I messaged her for no reply. Okay, she's very busy. Okay, so she doesn't accept. She does indeed. I make sure that if she doesn't accept all the DMs, it's because she's trying to get through all of them. Okay, so we've got 8K. Leva just dropped her link in the chat, so you can message her and tell her that you want to get roasted at the end. Okay, cool. So 10K. Nice. All right, cool. So the agenda for today, ladies and gentlemen, to help you guys get there, we've got a fully packed agenda. So firstly, I'm going to cover what you actually need to turn your LinkedIn into your number one revenue channel. Number two, publicly exposing my entire $2 million ARR business model and LinkedIn Funnel Live. So we actually broke it all down, literally. And it's right here. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek onto everything that you guys are going to be learning today. So you don't want to miss any of this today, okay? So that's one of the things that we're covering, not all of it. I'm also going to be giving you examples for how you can implement a proper funnel for landing high ticket clients for your niche. So literally, I didn't just break my funnel down. I broke every single creator that is actually seeing success online. So if you have a different niche and you're thinking, oh my God, will this work for my niche? The answer is most likely yes. And I'm going to show you exactly how the biggest creators, the smallest creators making millions are doing it. So you can see what is possible for your niche on LinkedIn. All right. Now, the next thing is how to build a sustainable outreach pipeline so leads never run out. And then lastly, I'm going to do the live profile roasting session. I'm also going to tell you more about the Recruitment ecosystem that I've been covering over the last 2 days. And I'm also going to be bringing in my past clients, sharing their monetization strategies so you can see how they've also done it. And then at the end, I'm going to be doing a live Q&A and roast. We ended up doing that for 40 to 50 minutes extra. So if you have time, I'm excited for you. Now, let's start with how to build a sustainable outreach pipeline so leads never run out, right? Quick question. Who's excited for today? Who's excited to see that amazing marble that I showed you guys earlier? Me, the chat is going so fast. All right, awesome. All right, now, like you saw yesterday, I don't play around when it comes to these masterclasses. Like over the last 2 days, you've gotten so much information, but also so many ways to implement it that it is almost impossible for you to leave any of these 3 days feeling like you didn't learn anything, like you can't implement anything, and like you don't have any clarity. I am certain of that. So certain. So certain that people have already started implementing and they are already seeing success. All right. Now, what I'm going to do today is educate you and tell you how to implement all of it as well so you win and I win too. Because my favorite part about doing these free masterclasses is seeing you guys implement. Because that was me. I would come to every single live thing that I could find. And instead of just educating myself and just getting entertained and feeling like I was being productive, I was implementing as well. All right. Now, how to get the most out of all of this? Instead of, if you're currently sitting down and listening to this passively, please stand up, get your notepad out. There's a workshop. So imagine if you paid over $10,000 for this workshop, which is what most people would actually pay for a 3-day masterclass, all right? Or even more. Now, I want you to treat this like you are paying for this. So what would you do if you actually had to come into London, be in a room with me, teaching you all of this? You would be literally sat down with your notepads out, or your phone on mute, and everything else quiet. You would be fully focused on what I have to say. So please treat that with the same attention, because if you do, you would get better results. You would understand things better. You wouldn't have the same questions. You would have better questions, and you'd be able to leave this call and be ready to implement it all tomorrow. All right. Now, are you guys sat? Do you guys have your notepads out? Why notepad? Why not make a screenshot and make notes later? Because when you are taking screenshots and you're making notes later, like, you're not getting what I'm saying. So a screenshot versus the notes that what I'm saying over with the slides is different. So when you're actively listening and taking notes, the information is different. You can implement it better and faster, because when you look back at the notes, when you look at back at the recording, you would be like, oh, I wish I asked that question live. You guys are seeing that I'm literally looking at the chat, so I can reply to you immediately as well. Okay, cool. Now, question for you as well. What's your biggest problem when it comes to landing high ticket clients? Because for some people, it's like, okay, my positioning isn't direct enough, and that I am very aware of this, and I know that I have three different offers. Someone else would be like, well, anytime I send a DM, it's not working. No one's really connecting with me. Every time I pitch someone, they're not replying, they're ghosting me. Or, oh my God, I think that my offer isn't as good as I thought, because anytime I bring it up in a call, the client says, oh, I need to look at it, send me more information, etc. So, what is that problem for you guys? No clarity on my offer or service, no credibility. I want inbound, but it's not consistent. How to deal with them, not knowing how to get them on inbound. No one's replying to my DMs. Sometimes I panic to how to have a good client quality, good quality client. Pricing, everything. Okay. So some of you are super aware of what's working and what's not working for you guys. Can we have two different offers? Yes, I have like five, but it just depends on your personal brand as well. Visibility and how to connect with my ICP, selling my offer, no past clients, that's fine. Struggling with content and connecting with people, how to follow up or pitches. Okay, cool. A lot of you guys are super aware of what's not working. So let's talk about this. Yesterday, I showed you guys how to fix the conversion paralysis. Conversion paralysis essentially is when you don't understand what's going on. And so you have all of the information possible, but when it comes to actually converting a client from your content, nothing's working. But there's another problem that needs to be fixed, and that is, I call it the leaky bucket problem. You finally land a client, but now wondering how the next one will come, right? How many of you guys have been in that position? You guys finally landed your free client, or maybe you're $1,000 client, or your $2,000 client, or maybe you have a $10,000 client. But then you're like, okay, well, now I need to service this person, and now I don't have time to do the marketing. Or, okay, the offer that I gave this person is a lot, and I don't know what to do now, because I don't want to give that offer to the next person, right? Can any of you relate? Or maybe you're like, okay, no, I have all of these problems. I have the content problem, and I have the leaky bucket problem as well, and I have the conversion paralysis problem as well. Anyone? Yeah, I see a lot of me in the chat from Mora, me in the chat from Sava, me in the chat from Rita. It's so inconsistent. I literally have no idea where my income will come next month. Okay, cool. So there's a problem that I see when people are playing the influencer game. You know what I mean? You're creating content, and then you're expecting sponsorships as well, and you're expecting the clients to come to you. You're just creating content. You're not acting as a business owner. But in this room today, every single one of you that joined this challenge is a business owner in your own right, or a solopreneur in your own right. Even if you're a freelancer, you're also a business owner in your own right. You have your own business model. So if you're a business owner, if you're a solopreneur, if you're an executive, and if you're a coach, the last 2 days, you realize what you need to do and what you need to work on to land high ticket clients from LinkedIn. But what no one is telling you is what happens after that. If you don't have a funnel ecosystem to continuously capture attention, convert it, and keep it flowing, every lead you generate just falls through the cracks, right? So you struggle to turn a follower into a client. You have a client acquisition system that runs while you sleep, and you don't have the predictability to land clients after month. You guys are saying it in the chat. You are relying on luck. You are relying on timing and whoever happens to come to your DMs, right? And that is just not a good business strategy. That is not a funnel. That is not a business. That is something that is bringing you inconsistent cash every single month. And I don't know about you, but that is exhausting. So what happens? You have a good month, someone finds you, they like what they see, and then they buy, but then nothing. Crickets happen. You go back to posting and reaching out, hoping someone else stumbles across you. And this is the leaky bucket crisis. So you're pouring effort into the top consistently. So you're doing content, you're doing outbound, you're doing commenting, you're doing everything that every single LinkedIn YouTube video has taught you to do. Oh, you need to do more engagement. Oh, you need to do more educational content. Oh, you need to post more case studies. Oh, you need to, change your banner. And this is how you turn your LinkedIn into a landing page. But there's no structure on the needs to catch any of it because these are surface level tactics and they can work, but it's not a long term fix. So then it looks like this. You have a great content month, but you don't have a system to follow it up. And then the lead goes cold. Or you have a viral post, but then there is no proper place to send people. And then you have an opportunity lost, right? How many of you guys can relate? How many of you guys have had a viral post and you're like, oh, I wish I had an offer to send all of this traffic to. Or maybe you had your first million impression month or 100,000 impression month, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm getting all these eyeballs, but I'm not capturing them. Why? Or I finally got to 10,000 followers, but these followers are not converting. And then the last one is someone is interested in working with you, but you don't have a clear next step or you have a bad offer. And then when you send it to them, they're like, never mind. And then you end up finding out that they hired someone else. Doesn't that hurt? It does, right? But don't worry, I've got news, got very big news. There's a funnel blueprint that can take your LinkedIn into a predictable revenue channel that lands you high ticket clients, whether you post it today or not. I post 4 times a week, sometimes 3. And I am still able to run $100,000 a month business, right? So the same ones that helped our clients land $2,000 clients, $3,000 clients, $5,000 clients. Like we saw Elena landing a $3,000 retainer. We saw James landing a $3,500 retainer, and so on and so more. So even that system as well is what allows me to get payments like this. Imagine a 6-figure deal coming to you for one client. A 6-figure deal. That is not just my entire revenue for that month, by the way. Or like a nearly $20,000 deal coming because you posted LinkedIn content so good about your niche that brands, businesses, your ideal clients are willing to pay you that amount of money, right? 6 figures for one deal, right? So you can also, with that system, you can go viral multiple times, just like one of our clients, Honorata here, who was able to go viral because she implemented exactly what we told her to do, and then she was able to land if her first $100,000 impression post. Or someone like Maruf here, who was able to then hit over 11 million impressions after working with us for 90 days. Or even me, that I'm able to do this consistently every single week while running multiple businesses. Now, business owners who stay broke on LinkedIn, they are doing this. They are posting every day hoping that someone buys. They are DMing 100 strangers with no proper system, or they are relying entirely on inbound luck, right? Now, business owners who win on LinkedIn, they do it with less effort, with a better structure, and a funnel that converts for them, and a pipeline that never runs dry. Now, I want you guys to picture this for a second. You wake up to a notification. Someone went through your entire lead magnet at 2 a.m. They've been nurtured by your email sequence for 7 days. And then they go through your offer and then they buy. And you wake up with that $5,000 deal closed, with that $2,000 deal closed, with that $1,000 deal closed. And that is the start of your morning. Picture that. What does your business look like when that is running? What clients are you working with? Guys, what does your calendar look like? What does your monthly revenue look like? I want you guys to tell me in the chat, right? After doing all of that, you have a business that operates. You have a system that runs even when you're sleeping. Who are you signing? What type of deals? How much revenue are you making every single month? What does your LinkedIn look like? What does your life look like? I want you to sit down and think about it for a second. What does the next May or the next month of June look like? Are you stressing out about your business, or are you simply building your personal brand and you know that there's a system that collects all of these leads for you? So we have Joselina here saying B2B corporate clients, $85 to $250 deals. Nice, amazing. Monthly revenue increasing. My clients are growth stage founders. I am currently, okay, so how does that look like, guys? I am asking a question. So my client, so being calm, calendar fully booked, and taking revenue for a month every single month. Nice, nice. So imagine what your life would look like if you were able to simply know that your LinkedIn is driving over $10,000 a month for your business. And I'm making you guys imagine that because it is possible, but you need to understand the first. The first part in a business model is your mindset. So are you aware that you can do it? Do you truly believe it? Once you truly believe it, it can happen. Now, some quick housekeeping before I get into the education of today. My brain runs at 1,000,000 miles per hour, as you probably can tell for the last 2 days. I also have a British American international school accent, so apologies for that. I can't change that. And then I am also very excited to be here. And that then results on my brain running at 1,000,000 miles per hour, and also my mouth running at 1,000,000 miles per hour. So this is going to be fun instead of boring. And I'm also going to be taking a lot of caffeine drink breaks. So today is the last, but the most important day. So send me a DM on LinkedIn, by the way, so I know that you're attending day 3. All right. My LinkedIn is in the chat. Leva's going to drop her LinkedIn and my LinkedIn in the chat, and also tag me on LinkedIn or Instagram so I know that you're here and you guys came, because that means a lot to me that you guys are giving me your time. Now, one thing that happened yesterday, we didn't like it, is that if you are sending your links in the chat actively a lot and you're spamming them, you're going to get kicked out. Even if you signed up for the live 3-day masterclass, you are going to get kicked out because this disrespectful for people that are trying to engage in the comment section. That is disrespectful for me because it distracts me, and that is just, we don't need it. We don't need it. All right, cool. Now, first of all, why should you listen to me today when it comes to building a monetization system? Well, I built several businesses. I'm also the top creator on LinkedIn. I have been named #1 creator on LinkedIn for the last 3 years, female creator. I've also been featured in Forbes 4 times. I've been able to speak at large events across Dubai, the USA, and all over the world. On top of that, for those that don't know, I have over 300,000 followers on LinkedIn. I have an email list that has over 80,000 people in it. I have a YouTube channel that has over 50,000 followers, and I have an Instagram channel that has over 51,000 followers as well. So when it comes to personal brand, building businesses, etc., I know what I do because I've also built 4 different businesses from LinkedIn itself. So I've got Literally Academy, The Known Club, Clio, and LA Digital, which was my first business. And I built and scaled my first business, an agency, to 6 figures in 12 months when I started my LinkedIn journey. So much like you, I started from zero. So I didn't have social proof. I didn't have any credibility. I didn't have any big positioning. But in those 12 months that I locked in on LinkedIn, I was able to scale my first business to 6 figures, right? That was from my university dorm room without me having any prior expertise in what I was doing. Okay? Now, the second, I scaled my second business to over $200,000 a month, right? After building my first business, and all from LinkedIn. And then the third business, Clio, my B2B AI SaaS, is currently at 1 million ARR in under 7 months. We haven't run a single ad for it. And in turn, it also got us featured in one of the most prestigious podcasts in the tech space, Starter Story. Our YouTube podcast already has over 100,000 views. So when it comes to business, when it comes to branding, when it comes to content creation, it's me that you can listen to because I've done the work and I started from 0 too. Now, on top of all of that, one of my businesses is able to generate me over $2 million, right? At an 80 to 90% profit margin. Most of it is AI powered and I don't have a bloated payroll. So if you're one of these people that wants to start a business, but you're scared of like the LLC, the logo, the website, hiring many people because you think that that is how a business operates today, I'm going to tell you that you don't need to worry about that. All right. Now, I'm also the best kept secret behind the growth of your favorite creators. You saw Alexis yesterday. Alexis is one of my star students and clients who has been able to go viral multiple times talking about her very niche. You can see her cable content here. CrowdStrike, outage, explain in for non-technical people. I don't know what that means, but she's able to go viral. So we have many of these people that I've been able to help over the last 3 years. So I know that this class is for you. Now, in the last 3 years, I also engineered a new way of building an irresistible profitable personal brand based on data. On day one, I showed you exactly where that data is coming from. The LinkedIn algorithm itself, the LinkedIn engineers themselves. So this is all based on data that we've collected because we have a software with over 1,000 people as well. We can see the data, we can see what's working, we can see what's not working. And I also look at the LinkedIn algorithm and what their engineers are saying to us every single week. Now, this has helped me help over 3,000 business owners build, grow, and scale their businesses and personal brands online, right? We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of success case studies that prove the point that I'm about to make here, right? You can build an online business from LinkedIn alone if you have the right system and the right funnels, all right? Now, what is that system? You may be wondering. Well, that is what I call the record month LinkedIn ecosystem. And this is usually reserved for my one-to-one clients, but here's what it looks like. We tackle three main problems together: confusing messaging, overlooked marketing, and cringy sales, right? And it's a whole thing. Okay. So, firstly, with them, we cover the way you stand out from others in your market. So, a lot of you guys were saying earlier that you don't know how to position yourselves, that you don't know if your offer is working. Do you know how to validate it? People are not saying yes to it. This is how we kind of work with your offer engine, right? The second is we find a way to build your distribution, and that's what we call the engaged audience marketing engine. So it has over 4 different things. So understanding the new platform rules, which we covered on day one, nailing your positioning and service branding, which we also cover, signals of mastery, which we covered on day one, and having a winning content strategy. All right. So thirdly, we also walk them through the new way to attract leads and convert them into clients. This is what we call the funnel engine. So if you guys have been scared because you think that selling on LinkedIn is cringy, then there's a way that we bypass that cringe mechanism that you guys probably have in your heads. So we need to have a conversion funnel, how to build an engaged email list, how to spark conversations, qualify them, invite them, and have a prospecting system. And we actually covered that in a little bit of depth yesterday. And at the end, we also design the revenue model for each one of our clients. Now, in total, as you saw, there are 12 total accelerators that you need in order to add a $10 to $50,000 in extra revenue to your business via LinkedIn. Right? You can see every single accelerator in here, from market analysis to crafting your model to having an irresistible offer to having a winning content system. There are 12 different accelerators that make your entire LinkedIn funnel work. Now, obviously, we don't have time to go through all of those things, so we covered some of these over the last 3 days. Now, on the past 2 days, we've given you the foundation. Day one was the LinkedIn algorithm. Day two was content. So today we'll cover the crucial aspect of the third puzzle, which is monetization, right? Now, it would be a disservice if I don't do this. So let me walk you through the one thing that is the elephant in the room that I do want to address, right? Over the last 2 days, after we covered all of the information, I offered you the chance to join me inside of my program, The Known Club, which is a 4-week program, right? Every single time we launch this is sales out, right? And the reason why is not because I'm amazing, which I am, but it's not just because of that. We have different coaches that are leading experts in their industry. We have Richard Moore, who is the #1 LinkedIn sales trainer. We have Shan Hanif, who has built an 8-figure business from sales and everything that he teaches inside. We have Connor, who is one of the people that is the best at emails and ads. We have Hayden, which we had on day one, who has landed a $250,000 deal from LinkedIn alone. We also have Harry, who started with me as a client, quitting his 9 to 5, and now he's a full-time LinkedIn agency owner. And we also have my co-founders, Jake and Rob, teaching you how they built not one, not two, but 4 different businesses from LinkedIn as well. right? These business owners in just 4 weeks will take you from confused and invisible to results like this. Like Anjali here, who was able to then turn her invisibility into a superpower from her goals being, hey, I wanted 10,000 followers, I wanted to get more leads, I was feeling invisible, no one was looking at me, I didn't have all of these credentials, to being able to sell out her programs, being able to hit her highest grossing months. And also, she got featured in Forbes last month after never even imagining thinking that that could be a thing for her. Or wins like this from Helmi, where he wakes up to that $8,000 deal from Stripe. Like, I made you guys visualize that for yourselves because this is a reality that happens to people that just like you and me, normal people that have a normal business. But then when you are able to implement all of the things that I teach you, you're able to get wins like these. And I could go on for hours. And then we also have people like George, who I've flown out to all the way to London because he was one of the best people that implemented everything. And then now he's seeing results like crazy. He's got an engaged audience. He's got business. He's gotten his personal brand to grow more than his competitors. So this is a reality for all of you. My CEO is messaging me saying to shout out someone. Shout out to Jocelina here, who signed to the Known Club yesterday, saying that it is the best investment that she's ever made and she cannot wait to start with us. So shout out to Jocelina here. Thank you so much for sending that to the chat. That's made my day. But see, people like Jocelina here trust us with everything because we have the system that can actually help you get to your dream personal brand and your dream online business. All right. Now, this is the entire accelerator schedule. They'll follow to add an additional $10,000 to $50,000 per month consistently on LinkedIn. We have an entire packed schedule for the next 4 weeks. Leva is going to send the link in the chat if you guys are interested in seeing it. So the link is in the chat with more details. Now, quick question. Tell me, is it fair if I show you how you can create viral content that also generate leads and then show you where to get more help? Put a yes in the chat. Does it cover automation also? No, because we do, but we don't. LinkedIn doesn't really like automation, so we don't promise that. Some of our coaches do use them, but I personally don't prefer them because LinkedIn doesn't like any third-party tools that connect to your LinkedIn Sales Navigator or your DMs. So I wouldn't recommend, but we teach you a better way to do it, actually, that I found that works and has kept my account safe. All right. Now, yesterday, by the way, we gave away a big surprise offer, and 50 unlucky people dropped off before I even revealed it. So if you don't stay until the end, you won't get the surprises. And the surprise yesterday took me by surprise as well because I didn't even know it was there. All right, now make sure you don't miss it because I know what the surprise is now. I was informed and I think you guys are gonna love it. And there's also a special bonus for those who join too. So only stick until the end. It's not even on the offer page as well. So let's get into it. And just an FYI, my clients will also be joining me later. They stay till the end and to get in. So please stay till the end so you can get inspired by Cameron, who's got over 1 million impressions, by Anjali, who's signed 5 high-ticket clients per week with her funnel strategies, and then also Thea, who made 40K from a single launch and after I fixed her funnel and her content. Also, we have the live roasting sessions that I promised you. So I know that you guys have been loving this, so I'm gonna keep them going. All right, let's get started. First, you need to understand the widespread problem that is happening today on LinkedIn. This is what business owners are doing right now, right? Most people are chasing followers with no plan of what happens next. So you saw a YouTube video, you got excited, you started creating content, and the first goal is, I want to get more followers because you think that visibility is the only way to get more clients. Or you're posting content into the void with no destination for people to go. So you're spending hours creating content. You're spending your entire weekend trying to make it work, finding the best hook, finding the best template, looking at all of these YouTube videos, etc. But it's not working. And then every time you post, it gets 2 likes, it gets 3 likes, it gets 5 likes. And then you're also losing out on nurturing 80% of the people who aren't ready to buy because you're expecting people to just comment and buy from you. But that's not how it works. The gap between all of this, so landing your first high ticket client consistently, having revenue coming out without chasing it, or building a business that grows while you sleep, the gap between the effort and your goal is having the correct system to continuously get new people into your world, or having an outreach process that keeps building trust, and a funnel that moves people from trusting you to paying you. That is the gap between the effort that you're putting in every single week and the goal where you want to get to. So your goal is to get high ticket clients, yeah? Or getting more revenue without chasing it. Someone in the chat was saying that they are literally living day by day because they don't know where their next client is gonna come from, because they keep on chasing. And I don't want you guys to stay stuck in this. And 99% of people are stuck there. But then all you need is a funnel running in the background, converting clients into content, from content to clients, a pipeline full of warm leads who already trust you before you even speak to them, and revenue that is predictable, repeatable, and not depending on the hundreds of LinkedIn algorithm changes that we see every single month. And today I want to make sure that you get there. So, to get you to this green zone, you need to understand something. The LinkedIn landscape has split into two camps. Camp number one is building an audience that has no system to monetizing. So it's content rich, you're going viral, you're posting these infographics, you're talking about productivity, you're talking about all these viral things, but you don't have any revenue. Your followers are bigger than your monthly or yearly revenue, right? That is not a flex. That is not fun, right? Number two is you build an outreach machine, but you don't get attention. Maybe you have the best business in the world. And I am sure of that. I am sure that so many people in this live masterclass have an incredible business model. You guys have the great offer. You guys have the great system. You guys know that you can get results, but you're not getting any attention from your content. You're not sending your, every time you send a cold message, it goes into the void because you don't have any credibility, right? So these are the two camps that most people are stuck in. Both are leaving money on the table because neither of them has the full picture. So to build a business that makes serious money on LinkedIn, you need to do both and have them working together for you. There is a specific formula for this in 2026. Look, most people try to reverse engineer someone else's success without even seeing the actual system behind it, right? How many of you guys have tried to look at Alex Hormozzi's funnel, right? There's so many breakdowns on that. Iman Gadzhi's funnel. There's so many breakdowns on that. My funnel. There's so many breakdowns on that, but you don't really see the behind the scenes that these people that are breaking down the funnels, oh, it's the content. No, it's not. Oh, it's the offer. No, it's not. Oh, it's that the fact that they're working with this, but no, it's not. They see, people are seeing, like, you guys are seeing viral posts, you guys are seeing the testimonials, you guys are seeing the revenue numbers, but nobody ever shows you the machine. Today you will. So let me pull out this viral board that I promised to you guys at the start. So who's excited to see it? Give me a yes in the chat so I can start breaking it down, and let's run through it. All right, let me see in the chat. Yes. All right, cool. Nice. Give me yes. Keep it going. Keep it going. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Nice. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. You need to start here. You need to identify where you stand, right? There are four different ways that you guys can understand where you guys can start monetizing, right? Some of you guys here may be creators. That's how you identify yourselves. Some of you guys may be students or young people or part-time creators, right? Some of you guys may be business owners, and some of you guys may be business owners and content creators, all right? So there is a strong difference between every single one of these people and how you actually get to your goal. So first thing, if you're a content creator and you have, let's say you have a big audience, right? So you're here and here. The way you can actually start monetizing as a creator is that you start with giveaways and free resources. That's something that I do every single week, by the way, because I'm also a creator. And then see what your audience finds valuable, right? A lot of people start creating lead magnets, but they just create one big one. And they're like, oh my God, this took me 2 months to create. Now I launched it and no one else subscribed to it. Well, that is a problem. But if you only do one, then you're not really guaranteeing that people are gonna want to come in for that specific problem, because your clients or someone that you can help have different problems at different timelines. And so your service or the thing that you're helping someone with, it's divided into many things. right? It's not just one problem, it's many, multiple ones that fix an entire thing, right? So if the goal is to build a system for someone in HR, then their problems are divided into three. Maybe they don't have time, maybe they're stressed, maybe they don't know how to hire the right person, right? But if you just create one single lead magnet on the one problem, you're literally ignoring the other two that may be more painful at the time for someone else, right? So the ideal version of this is that you need to be solving your own problems and then share your solutions. And this is why creators do so well sometimes, because they found a problem that they had themselves, and then they found the solution, they built it for themselves, and then they started promoting it, right? This is why you see a lot of content on like, I built this AI system that generates me 100 leads every single week or something like that, or something crazy ridiculous like that. Or I built a content system that allows me to send 10 emails while I'm sleeping, right? Something that fixes your own problem. Now, then after, once you understand that problem and that solution, you offer it one-to-one where possible, right? This is where you get scrappy. This is where you land your first testimonial. This is where you land your first client. Even if you're not charging anyone for this, that is your first client and that is your first testimonial and that is your first proof of work, right? Now, the second thing is business owners. So you have an ecosystem of products if you're a business owner right now. You have maybe 3 different offers. Maybe you offer done for you, done with you, and DIY, right? Or maybe you have the 3 different consultancy offers ranging in price. Now you have to choose which one is going to be low ticket, because that is almost an entry point for your high ticket offer. Because a lot of people want to see what you can do for them at a low risk before they go into the high ticket, right? This is why a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs that you will see online have a low ticket offer. Maybe that is a consultation call. Maybe they have a high ticket offer that is a full business model, like a full service, and then a high ticket offer that is a retainer, right? And then they also end up posting on different platforms. They have different products that solve different problems for different audiences as well. And that is how you then convert into a high ticket product mechanism. Now, if you have low skills right now, right, then you should be focusing on prioritizing building a big audience, right? Because this is how you start actually getting a scale. That's how I started as well. I didn't have the scale of building businesses. I didn't have the full businesses that I started with. I only had myself. So then while I started creating content about a skill, then my audience grew with me. And then I wasn't selling anything. I was just giving value for free. And then what happened after is that I found people that liked me. I found my first 1,000 fans. Have you guys heard about that concept? So when I found my first 1,000 fans, I understood that I could sell them something because they liked me, they trusted me, and I built an audience from that. So I also ended up documenting my journey to build that audience, because that's how I built trust as someone that was just beginning. Because I also didn't have any authority, but I was able to attract people. So if that's you, then that is the system that you should be following for the next 30 to 60 days. Just don't sell, give value first, find your skill, fix your own problem, and then attract people that like you or that are even like you, right? That's how some people inside of our programs have done it. I'm going to show one of our student case studies that he got an internship at a YC-backed company just because he was following that model. And now he's able to make money while being a full-time student in building a personal brand that's going to serve him for the next 5 to 10 years, right? Now, if you have a high skill, like most business owners in this school, then you need to start an email list, right? You have one value lead magnet every single week, like I said earlier, something that is breaking down a big problem with a simple solution, right? That is your lead magnet. And then when they download it, you offer one-to-one access. So this could be coaching, this could be live calls with them, this could be consultations calls, or this could be a done with you service that helps you understand how to build an entire business from just that one problem, having someone that you're helping live and that is literally paying you. That's how I also did it when I built my first agency. I got a client, I took him through my entire system that fixed my first problem. I found more problems in their world, and then I was able to systematize that to fix every single business owner problem based on my first problem that I fixed for myself, right? It is not complicated. And so many of you probably already have that, right? This means that you probably have sold maybe over $100,000 on your scale, or you're creating engaging education content, right? You monetize the long tail of your business. You package your knowledge into courses, info products, etc., and then you create content about your skill. This is what probably most of you guys are, but you're missing maybe the lead magnet or the email list, or actually having a winning funnel, right? Now, let's get into the next step. So this is how I was then able to turn every single one of these into a $2 million a year business, right? And this is a $2 million blueprint, how I monetize my audience and turn followers into actual sales. So you guys have met me from LinkedIn, or some of you have met me on YouTube, right? And so why am I posting on many platforms all at once? Well, I didn't start like that, and I do need to emphasize on that. I didn't start a YouTube channel until I got 150,000 followers on LinkedIn. I didn't start an email list until I had 30 to 50,000 followers, right? I didn't start posting on Instagram until earlier this year, right? And so the first thing that you need to get clear on is, what platform do you want to prioritize? Because if you have followed me for a while, you know that I always focus on the one thing. What is that one thing? And if you guys are here, you guys want to make that one thing LinkedIn. YouTube content, Instagram, TikTok, with Twitter, etc. comes after. Because the most important part for you is that you need to focus your attention on one platform. I see so many people trying to build their business page, their personal brand page on YouTube. And the problem, my friends, is, and I need to be very honest with you guys, is that if you're trying to create on multiple platforms all at once, but you have a broken system, you have a broken positioning problem, more platforms aren't going to solve that problem. They're actually going to increase it, because you're literally trying to divert your attention way too much. You're spreading yourself too thin, and you also have a business to run. And so, what I noticed is that, because mostly I have ADHD as well, I needed to focus on one thing first, and then making that one thing work. And that's why my LinkedIn then became a revenue channel, because I was posting content that allowed people to understand the problem that I was fixing. So you can see my content here. My favorite life cheat code, take thought without any equation. I got rejected from every single job that I ever applied to. And then I tell them my story. I tell them the problems that I had. I tell them why they happened. I relate back to them. I tell the stories that I had. At age 18, I couldn't speak in public. I had a stutter. At age 27, I built a 7-figure business, right? I am literally walking people through my entire journey and telling them that the main solution to that was building a personal brand, which it was. And then obviously, and eventually, my personal branding business became a business, right? So everything that I post about is on LinkedIn. Then it's about 2 or 3 different things: personal branding, entrepreneurship, or online business. And I made you guys do this on day 1, which was a positioning exercise, because you need to find your 3 main topics that live under your one main thing. So that one main thing is that the business model that you're operating in. So like, I saw someone that is working with highly ambitious women, so that should be the main thing. Or the results, highly systems for highly ambitious women, and then the sub pillars should be like productivity, efficiency, lifestyle, etc. So you can have different content coming out, but they all relate back to your main thing. So when you do choose to promote something, to offer something, people can link it back to you, and it's not coming out of nowhere. And that makes sales actually work, because people want to buy from you because they build trust with you from that one thing. And then you generate content that creates signups. So every single one of my posts always almost leads to something. Either it is a lead magnet, a masterclass like this one, a YouTube video, etc. Because I know that that is prime real estate for me. All this attention has to lead somewhere, otherwise it's in vain. And I don't want to do that, okay? And then the last thing is also, we do lead magnets, but we do them the right way. Yesterday, I showed you guys how to do lead magnets the wrong way and how to do them to do them the right way. And the importance of lead magnets is, my friends, is that content alone won't convert clients. Like, this, almost like a false belief that has been sold across multiple gurus. The reality is that there needs to be a system that converts people onto your offers. Social media is for attention generation. Getting them off the platform onto an email list is where you get the monetization. You guys have heard me say this, but if you haven't, 70% of my revenue comes from email. That doesn't mean that building a personal brand is almost like something that no one should do and everybody should start building a newsletter or an email list, because the reason why that email list is so highly converting is because I had the attention and then I put it into my email newsletter. If I was building a newsletter from scratch, I don't think I would have the amount of subscribers that I had. So it all is a system. Now, once you understand that you have to build on LinkedIn, right? And then you have to funnel them to a newsletter through lead magnets and through consistency TAs from your content that is about your one thing, then you get the emails from like this. So if you guys have signed up to my lead magnet, this is how the process worked. I have a winning lead magnet, which was for me the 7-day free course, which maybe some of you have gone through. And every single day you would receive a simple lesson fixing a burning problem, right? But for 7 days, right? Or maybe some of you downloaded my LinkedIn playbook, right? And so that LinkedIn playbook solved the problem of having a good content strategy. Now, after that, what happens is that instead of me just giving you the value and then just saying hello, like bye, and then leaving you to it, then immediately you get put into a 5 to 4 day sort of like conversion system or like indoctrination system where you get to understand who I am and how I help and where you can find more help from me. So every single time you do a lead magnet, you need to also have a plan in place. So when someone subscribes to you, they also get to know you. They also get to trust you even more because you need to re-nurture them every single time, right? All right, cool. So we have a lot of lead magnets that you guys have seen. So like and I am showing you guys this because it is important to understand that one lead magnet isn't going to cut it. You need to have multiple solving different problems. And then at the end, like I said, you then send them emails. So you can do what I do, which is different models. So from lead magnets, I then send people to a service offer or a coaching program, right? And then at the end of those emails, I have something that educates them on the problem, something that makes them see that that I can fix the problem for them, and then I convert them like this email. This email alone generated us over $11,000, right? And then I am telling them a story. I am talking about, and the story is essentially about them. It's never about me. It starts with me. So I'm currently in Bali delivering a mastermind on LinkedIn growth, right? The most asked question, it wasn't just monetization, it was how to get attention. And then I break down why that problem was burning for these 220 people. And then I tell them the solution. And that is a program that I had at the time, right? And so from that, I followed this SLAY framework that you guys probably already know: story, lesson, actionable advice, and a you. And then from that, every single time we implement that strategy, people convert into our offers because I got their trust, I got their attention, I show them that I'm an expert, I tell them that I understand their problem, and then I give them an offer. Instead of being like, hey, I just launched this, do you want this? No, that is the wrong way to kind of like use email. So we have different ways that we've done this, but I am showing you like the revenue numbers so you can see that it's true. Email works when you make it work for you, when you have an entire strategy behind it. And this is exactly what we show our clients instead of the known club, right? Now, the next thing is, okay, so I have the content, I have the lead magnet, I am sending these emails, but then how do I convert them? Some of them, whenever I show them my high ticket offer, they're not converting. Or like maybe they want something else. So you build something for them, right? You need to show people that you have different offers, or you need to have different offers so you can offer them to different people at different stages, right? So from email, so you convert them from content, then you upsell them from email. So you have maybe one offer, which is a low ticket offer. So for us, it's like our email courses and our content creation courses, where you have a landing page that literally tells them the problem. And this is a problem that I see a lot with most of our clients. They have a landing page, but the landing page is vague. It doesn't direct to anything. It's like, this is our 6-week program. This is like this framework. No, you need to understand how to articulate the problem in your client's words. So for us, it was how to write shockingly addictive content and become too good to ignore on LinkedIn, right? How many of you want that solution? Many. And then in the sub headline, I say, steal my proven frameworks, methods, and blueprints on how to own the most valuable asset you can possess as a business owner, your prospects' attention, right? And then as the landing page goes on, I show them testimonials, I show them case studies, I tell them exactly what they get and where to join, right? Immediately, we have the headline, then the sub headline that sort of like reframes the thing. So first we lead with the problem, then we lead with the solution, and then here's where you click. This is the CTA, level up your content game, and then they click and they convert, right? That is a low ticket offer. That is a $99 program as a one-time offer, all right? And we also show them the value inside of it. And then we literally kind of like make sure that they have every single objection handled before they leave the page, right? And so if you have a low ticket offer, or even if you have a consultancy offer, you need to make sure that the value is laid out for them. The entire reason behind a landing page is that you need to have that, you need to use it as a sales letter, right? It is your way of sort of handling objections before you get into a call, right? Especially with a low ticket product. Now, after someone buys your low ticket product, let's say they booked a $100 call with you. That's also the same. They bought a $250 class with you, right? Some people do that. The next thing is that you need to upsell them again, because it is easier to convert someone that's already bought from you than finding new clients. You guys probably already know that, but it's something that I have to remind myself often. Because if someone bought from you once, then their lifetime value is higher because they already trusted you with one thing, so they're more likely to trust you again. Okay, so then you offer them a mid-ticket product to maximize value for a narrow audience. So this is where more people, the majority of people think that they need to grow their audience consistently. No, you just need to grow the lifetime value from your current customers. And so you offer them a mid-ticket product like I do with Literally Academy. It is $999. And then that is the entire ecosystem to building a six-figure personal brand, right? I fixed a small problem here, content or email. And they're like, okay, I've got my email sorted, I've got my content sorted, but now I want the whole ecosystem. So then you offer them a higher value product or program that fixes that, and you add something else, like we have a community in there, which the current courses don't have. So we have that value add. So I would suggest for you guys listening, what is that value add for you? Or what is that extra step or additional step in your low ticket offer, like the coaching or like a small PDF that you have on Notion that you can sell, that then you can expand into a bigger offer. So it could be the entire program that you already had, plus live recordings of you showing them the solution, right? The digital product economy is at multiple millions today. So it is important for you to understand that, because digital products and you coaching one-to-one, having cohorts and programs, it's actually something that helps a lot of our clients, because that increases their revenue without increasing how much work they do. All right. My CEO is about to tell me off. Okay, cool. Leva, sorry. I love talking about this. All right. Now, the next upsell to this is time-based cohorts, all right, and memberships. So this is something that I've done very well, and this is something that a lot of people do. Alex Ramosi, Cody Sanchez, Grace Beverly, and I'm going to show you their funnels in a second. So time-based cohorts and memberships, they allow you to maximize value for a niche audience, right? How does this work? So for me, we have the Known Club, which I'm going to invite you to join later, and this is a 4-week program. We usually offer it at $3,000. Today we're going to offer it to you guys at $2,500. But the point here is build a widely profitable online business and personal brand using AI in 2025. That was the offer for last year, right? And then we cover exactly what these people need to know in order for them to make a purchasing decision, right? They come in, maybe they're like cold leads or warm leads if we're running ads. And then the landing page allows us to handle the objections, allows us to help them understand that we understand their problem. And we also show them testimonials and how it works, what's inside, who is coaching, etc. So they understand that the value is there and all they need to do is join, right? We also have bonus materials. We have so many different offers that almost make it a no-brainer offer. So for you, what is something that would make it a no-brainer offer when you chose to, let's say for that woman that is helping high achieving women have more confidence? What is that for you? So the offer would be, it's a 6-week program showing you exactly how you can become more confident and land a promotion in 2026. All right. So that is something that I would suggest. Now, before I continue, we do have a special guest that's going to walk us through how LinkedIn has helped him. So let's bring in Cam, and I'm gonna get into this in a second as well. Lara uses Klaviyo because it has a feature to track revenue. Yeah, we use Klaviyo for emails. We actually have our team working on it as well. One of our coaches inside of the Known Club actually shows you how to use Klaviyo because it does help see how much conversion we get per email. All right, Levi, let's bring Cam up so he can talk to us about LinkedIn and how he's using it as a funnel. All right, guys, any questions so far? Okay, I think I missed this. Are you giving lead magnets in your post or putting in? Okay, so the lead magnets that we use, they're in my post. So if you go to my LinkedIn right now, you'll probably see one over the last week, and that was a big lead magnet about templates. So that is solving one piece of the equation, which is people don't know how to create content. So I'm solving that problem by giving them an immediately implementable solution, right? But then what happens after? They find success with a lead magnet, they use the templates, and then they're like, okay, now how do I convert this attention into clients? So then they either email us back, they see that we're launching something, and then they join. So because I solved a big problem, then they're trusting me with their even bigger problem. All right. So yeah, I post a lead magnet every single week on LinkedIn without fail, minimum, and then that's part of my content strategy. So there's a content strategy that I talk about a lot. Maybe you guys have helped me speak about is the 4-3-2-1. We covered it a little bit yesterday, but while Cam joins, I'm gonna talk you through it. All right. So 4 posts a week, 3 types of content, 2 types of audiences, so your ideal client persona and your ideal follower persona, and then one lead magnet every single week. That is the entire blueprint that you guys need to create content consistently that has a lead magnet embedded into it because it's part of your strategy. It's a non-negotiable. It's not something that you do if you want or not. It's part of your strategy. It is part of my strategy. It is part of many people's strategies because it works. All right. Okay, cool. So, hello. Oh, hi, Cam. You are somewhere. Again, can you repeat what was two? Two types of audiences. So your ideal client persona and your ideal follower persona. So your ideal client is a person that is able to immediately buy from you, and your ideal follower persona is someone that it potentially will buy from you after following you for a bit. Hi, Cam. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I didn't realize it was 3 a.m. your time.
Yes, I'm currently in China. I set my alarm for 2:40 and here we are. So if I don't make any sense with what I'm saying, that's probably why.
All right. Well, thank you, Cam. I'll try to make this quick. So the reason why I wanted to have you here is, well, one, our podcast is already getting a lot of comments on it because people love it. So I want to ask you first, why did you start posting on LinkedIn?
So, long story short, I was seeing that everyone around me was making money from LinkedIn, and clearly there was a huge opportunity, and I just thought that now was probably the time, and I was able to you were able to help me, and Jake was able to help me, and I had all the best people around me, so it kind of seemed like a crazy opportunity to sleep on, to
Yeah.
not actually do it.
And so I want to inspire some people because a lot of people here I saw in the comments they're a bit scared of starting posting on LinkedIn and but they want to grow a business. Now you have 2 successful businesses on LinkedIn and you're probably gonna build many, many more. What would you tell these people about starting on LinkedIn?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess some of the things they should check out is the podcast we did, but my advice in that and exactly what I did was first of all just remove all of the people from your company to sort of reduce that cringe factor. Um, and really, I think the first 10, 20 posts is probably the hardest. And then after you get in the rhythm of like, okay, well, I'm posting, what am I going to post about? It just gets easier. So I think that the biggest hurdle is probably those first 2 weeks.
Yeah, I agree. And just like you, like so many people were like, I want to delete my LinkedIn. You didn't delete your LinkedIn. I did, but you did take the time to remove everyone, which is great. So before you started LinkedIn and you started working with us and getting like to 19,000 followers, which is insane, what were you struggling with the most when it came to getting clients for your business prior? Because I know you were working as a consultant for other
Mhm.
people as well.
Yeah, I think probably the same problem that most people have is you're having to go out and speak to people and contact people to get your leads or word of mouth or someone you know. It wasn't like people were like messaging me, asking, begging me to work with them, right? So that was definitely the biggest one.
And now, do you think that if you were to promote your business again, like if you had a brand new business, do you think you would get leads faster on LinkedIn because you're posting there?
100%. I've had people. I've just like got paid to do like an AI audit. Like people are like messaging me with different opportunities and stuff.
Yeah. And then can you walk us through how it feels to go viral every week?
Yes, I mean, at the minute, I mean, I think most weeks I'm getting like a post that gets
Yeah.
150, 200, 300 plus impressions. This was my definitely my favorite one so far.
I want to try
Um
it.
yeah, yeah. It
So you're
feels great.
getting over 1 million impressions like overall now or a month. I can't remember what it was. And you started posting on LinkedIn like 4 months ago?
Yeah, yeah. Averaging yeah, 1 million a month.
One
Um
million a month.
yeah, 1 million a month, yeah.
How much time on LinkedIn are you spending at the moment?
Probably like 3 hours a week.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But there's some other time like ideating and things like that.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to put
Two.
like an exact number on it. I mean, writing the post
But
is
it's definitely
generally
less
the
than 10 hours a week, like most people expect.
oh yes, less than 10 hours a week, yeah.
I remember when you and I sat down like for an hour and I fixed your entire LinkedIn strategy, and now you're like winning more than me, which is insane. Like in terms of like you're way further ahead than when I started. What was the two things that you think anyone can implement today from what I taught you?
So I definitely think that the angles is the big one, is figuring out what the angle is that can get the most eyeballs on your content. Um, at the start, like I was trying to go way too niche. Like I
Mm.
was talking about um like certain AI tools, which was like reviewing code, and it was like
Yeah.
that was probably not going to have such a huge reach to the audience.
Yeah, but now
Um,
you're killing it.
and then you got me doing the PS
The
from day
PS,
one,
the
so that
engagement.
the PS is probably on like 80-90% of that. I got brand deals, getting paid on post now.
You what as well?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right there, Polymarket. So I've had them sponsoring me. Yeah, loads of stuff has happened in a very short period of time.
Whoa. And you started a YouTube channel as well. You're becoming, I think, probably one of the up and coming AI coding SaaS personal brands on LinkedIn. So one of the things that I know, and you know, and everybody probably here knows if they've seen you, is that you also co-founded Clio with me.
Hmm. Yes.
So we're in this call. A lot of people are gonna get Clio for free when they join my program. So why? So you say that you spend 3 hours on your LinkedIn because you're using AI, right?
Yes.
Do you think that without Clio, you'd be where you are today?
No. Building it and taking the knowledge from you, taking the knowledge from Jake to then build Clio to have that understanding and then using the actual tool. Like every single one of my posts is written with Clio.
Awesome.
Um, so no, I would hate to find out
Wait,
what it would have
even
been like without
even
it.
even this viral post that you have was every single one of them,
Yes.
even the stories and stuff.
Yes.
This one too.
Yes.
The infographic as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, okay. All right. Cool. Well, Cam, I know it's late, but what
Yes.
thing would you tell people about having fear of starting and either using AI to start writing their content?
Yeah, I would say remove all of the boundaries which give you the ickiness, which give you the weird feeling, and just get started. And then in terms of using AI, I think like don't use the stigma of, oh, it's going to be AI, people will know it's AI. Just think about does this actually like sound like me? Does this make sense? Is this what I'm seeing other people do?
Mm.
And how their content looks? And give it a go. See what you think.
All right,
I'm
awesome.
confident you'll love it.
Hell yeah, Cam. Well, looking forward to seeing you again. Enjoy China. Hopefully you get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you soon.
Hell yeah. Cheers,
Bye,
everyone. Bye bye.
King. Bye. That is our King, Cameron. It was so amazing to see his journey. Honestly, very proud of Cam. We sat down for 2 hours early in January and I showed him how to start building his personal brand. He obviously co-founded Clear with us, so he's got the best tool and the best coach, which is me. And as a result, you guys saw his viral post. He's literally enjoyed the journey more than most at his situation where he had maybe like 5,000 followers, 3,000 followers at the start. Now, I want to get back into the education point and just wrap it up because I know you guys were curious. So this is how, well, firstly, like, is there anything that was unclear from the entire funnel? Because it's actually quite simple if we just like map it out like this. So you have content, then convert them onto an email list. Then you upsell them into a low ticket product. Then you upsell them again into a mid ticket to higher ticket product. So you can choose between both. You don't have to have them all three, but ideally you have two. So these work as sort of like they reduce the friction and also the fear of whether you're able to deliver on your promise. And then at the end, when you do, let's say someone has gone through one of your products or has gone through one of your coaching calls. If the coaching call is good, and you guys have probably seen this before, they'll want more. And so then you build a product that's high ticket like mine, $15,000 or even like $20,000, $5,000 for like two calls, etc. So you're able to then have that, increase in revenue without increasing your stress rate, which is something that I wish someone told me more of. We hear this a lot, but when you don't see it mapped out like this, it's really hard to see it in your head because we believe that business needs to be super complicated, but it doesn't have to be. You just need to understand the right path, like the right system, and understand how it can work for you. So every funnel works in a similar way. You just need to find the one that works for you. All right. So I broke mine down, but we have another funnel like Iman Gajis. So Iman right now is also running a masterclass. And then the reason why is because he's then using these live calls to a link in his bio or in his description. Then he sends people on to Monetize, which is a low ticket product. And then from that attention, he's converting between 1 to 10% of those viewers. And then as a result, he then is able to get them to buy, has different options for people to pay in a monthly or a yearly. And then he's monetizing his like young audience as well. So he knows that he has a young audience. He has an audience of students. So that's why he's pricing it at low ticket, right? But he also has a higher ticket product, which is like $20,000 as well. I paid for that, and I really loved it because I know it can help. Because I'm always looking to invest in my learning. Because I know that when you're around people that can help you fix one big problem, the price is worth it, even if the problem is small, because it actually compounds in the future. All right. Now we also have um, James Smith, who is in the fitness space. So a lot of people here are probably in this fitness space as well, or like health space, etc. So this is exactly how fitness coaches are also monetizing their content. So they are on YouTube. James Smith is also starting to post on LinkedIn because of me, as I'm an investor in the product. But the reason why he's able to then convert his content is he's sending people onto a landing page, which is a program as well. It's time to stop operating within the four walls of your gym. So he's teaching personal trainers to build a personal brand so they can create content as well. And then they can create fitness content. And so they can serve people outside of their gyms because it's a massive problem for most gym coaches. So then, as a result, he has a newsletter sign up page where then he has a lead magnet. People sign up to it. Then he collects the emails. He sends 30 emails in 30 days, by the way. So it's not as intense as mine, which is just 5 days. 30 emails in 30 days just to make sure that he's tackling in every single problem. And then he has an organic, non-pushy call to action at the end. PS, book a call with me, and also jump into my mentorship live. So similar to what Cam said earlier. So he said, oh, you got me doing the PSs. That is what he means, right? The PS works for more engagement on LinkedIn or also for more conversion on email, right? Same thing, different mechanism. Okay, so then he has a paid course. So again, he sends people onto a landing page after his emails or after his lead magnet, and then he fixes that one big problem. the step-by-step how-to guide to transforming an hourly rate session into a hugely successful online business, right? Why is he saying this? So let's look at this. So step by step, so he's framing it. Oh, why is this so big? He's framing it as this is the step-by-step solution, right? Guide. He's gonna guide you. Transforming an hourly rate, successful business. Hourly rate is because there's a problem that most personal brands have, personal trainers have, which is they are charging an hourly rate. He's highly aware of this problem. So then the solution is successful online business, right? So this is how you should map out your next offer by understanding the hell your current clients are living in, and then the heaven, what they want to get to. Okay. And I would love for you guys to start mapping it out in the comment section as well. So you guys can have this on paper for you guys. Right. And then after he's telling you what you get, he's showing you the results to reduce that sort of like friction between someone making a decision for you or someone else. And then he's breaking down exactly what's inside. Right. Okay, cool. So that's one of the funnels that I wanted to show you. But we also have more. We have, who do we have? We have Ali Abdal here as well. Who knows Ali Abdal? So Ali Abdal has a similar mechanism. The funnel always works. You just need to find the one that works for you, like I said. So Ali has YouTube videos coming out every single week. Then he has a link in his description pages, which for you, if you guys post on LinkedIn, it would be in your content or in your landing page or your profile. And then he has his website that says join the part-time YouTuber Academy. Discover the proven strategies and techniques to thrive on YouTube without quitting your day job, right? Why is he doing this? Again, discover the proven strategies and techniques quitting your day job. Okay. So again, he's showing the problem, the hell, and the solution, right? This is why people want to start building an online business, because they don't want to quit their day job, but they want to increase their income without losing that security. So this is something that Ali shows you if you want to become a part-time YouTuber, right? So then he sends people onto that VSL, they watch it, that's a virtual sales letter, and then he sends them on to buying, right? So now let's do someone like one of my favorite people in the entire planet, which is, where do we have her? Do we have any guesses of who I'm going to go for next? Who is my favorite creator? Any guesses? Where is this one? We have so many in here, by the way. I want to show Grace Beverly. I can't find hers. Leva, where is she at? Leva. I think she was here. Did I skip her? Oh, here. Got you. All right. So we also have Grace Beverly, an entrepreneur. So Grace Beverly, she's got a few thousand followers, like thousands of followers. She also does the YouTube channel mechanism. So then she has a link in the description, and then guess what she does? She sells people on her productivity method, right? So she's not selling personal branding, she's not selling business growth, she's selling productivity. So again, if you're wondering, oh, all of these programs were like to fix this like business issue, no, you can also sell other things like productivity, how to become more efficient, how to become a high value woman, how to become a high value independent, how to become successful, right? So then she tells people exactly what she does, what problem she's fixing. She's using social proof, so Business Insider, Vogue, Bloomberg, etc. And then she sends people onto her landing page where people can then buy for $399, and then getting their contacts for emails as well. This is important for all of you watching. The reason why you'll see a lot of people collect your email before you even get to pay is because as a result, when someone collects an email, then if they don't buy, you can send them a personalized email with either a discount or asking them why they didn't buy or putting them into a different email list. So you can actually then solve the objections that you think they probably have. So as you can see, these funnels are slightly in depth, and it's for a reason, because I would be doing you and me a disservice if I wasn't mapping them out correctly. If I just told you, oh, just post more content, and oh, just do this. Like, no, it's an entire system that requires a lot of insights that most gurus or business owners creating content online are just missing, or they don't put it in their YouTube content because otherwise it would be too niche, right? Even my YouTube content doesn't cover this too depth because I know it's not as a specific, not it's too specific for a broad audience, and that's why most content online is too broad, because we need to cover the most broad things. Otherwise, it's too niche, and then too niche doesn't work on YouTube or on like maybe, yeah, on YouTube specifically. So here's what I see that mostly happens. There are six different problems. What lead magnets would work? This is where most people stall for months. They overthink the format, the topic, the length, or the name. And then they post something generic and it doesn't work. Then they're unsure on how to send a newsletter to keep their emails active. They don't know how to use Klaviyo, they don't know VHive, they don't know anything. So they're like trying to pick which one. And then in that trying and researching, they just don't do it. Or not, they don't know how to write nurturing emails that actually convert. So like you'll be like, oh, I sent an email, but it didn't convert, and the email was buy here or buy now, and it didn't convert, or you just simply copied it from someone else, and it didn't work because it is not in your tone of voice. You're selling the offer live, so the pitch structure, the objection, the handling, the urgency mechanisms are not there, and so that's if you had that, that's what separates the top 1% from the 99%. But most people don't. They're just forced to do a live webinar or a live masterclass and it doesn't work. Most people also don't know how to price or position their offer. Okay, so most people either skip this layer or price things entirely wrong, right? Maybe you price something at $100 when it should be priced at $1,000. And so you thinking that you want to make it cheap actually makes you not make any money at all. Or you don't have a landing page or a very terrible one because you don't know how to build one because you think that you have to have a personal brand strategist that's charging you like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for a nice landing page. This doesn't have to be the case anymore. Like it doesn't. There's so many tools like Pablo, like Clio that help you tackle these problems, right? Now, I cover all of this in depth inside of the Known Club because I know I'm running out of time. My COO is literally shouting at me. But essentially, if I was to show you one thing that you need to screenshot is this. So this is the funnel that you need to start using in order to turn that attention into conversion. So again, what do? We get attention from content, right? You get the emails. You then convert those emails into a customer by showing them value through a one-off offer, a low ticket offer that's between $19 and $499 or $7 and $39. You convert them, then you upsell them. So you sell them to your main product. So that this is what we call, or like main product. So that is either your consultancy services, your agency services, your like, structured 3-month service, 6-month service, however you work with your clients. And then you maximize revenue through in-depth training. So they buy your main product and they're like, they want sequence. They want to keep that momentum. They want consistency. So you maximize that by either adding a cohort offer, a program, a mentorship, a mastermind, or another one-off call that's maybe a little bit higher ticket, right? And this is what we teach inside and in depth of the Known Club. But again, I can't go through all of this again because we have a lot more to cover. And then the last thing though is this is the highest ROI of your time, of your like business. So when you're able to then charge $30,000 for one-to-one coaching or for a one-to-one done for you or done with you service, this is the highest LTV, lifetime value. Okay, so this is how you go from $1 to multiple dollars for essentially the same thing. Now, this is something that we showed yesterday, and this is this is the entire blueprint, right? The entire blueprint is mapped out for you right here, and it's literally 4 weeks. It only takes you 4 weeks to go from zero, not having positioning or not having the content or not having the right offer, to actually having a flywheel that operates with you without you being super burnt out, right? And it only takes you 4 weeks. So we have that mapped out here. So like, let's say on week number 1, my one of our coaches, Hayden, covers LinkedIn social selling. And this is what we talk about in depth inside of the Known Club, right? So he'll talk about how to find in-demand offers, defining his avatar and ICPs, how you can develop a good offer and what exercises you need to make, right? How to find people who'd buy from you, how to create lists, build pipelines without having automations, right? Hayden is coming into the Known Club and teaching you exactly how he was able to do all of this and then resulted him into landing a quarter of $250,000 deal, right? Because it works. Now, for example, let's say week 3, we talk about systems. So in week 3, I am going to show you again the 6 and 7 figure funnels anyone can use. So I introduce you to email funnels and how to write highly converting emails step by step. I show you the entire process to make these funnels work, right? Because even if you took a screenshot of all of the above, you'll still be asking questions, right? That's why I have no problem showing it, because there's a lot more to the top line that we can cover in 2 hours. Like, that's why the Known Club is 4 weeks with 5 calls every single week, because we take it very seriously to give you all of the information and show you how you can implement it as well, right? There's templates, there's email psychology broken down into detail, webinar funnel campaigns, what makes a good lead magnet versus a bad lead magnet, etc. So all of these processes are inside of the Known Club. And you can see here, like, we have every single system in depth. Like, every single thing is mapped out for you. We have video recordings from this. We have Miro boards. We have every single asset that you could potentially need in order to get to where you need to be, no matter what level of business, entrepreneurship, or like creator you're at, right? They're all mapped out for you, ready for you to use, regardless of where you're at. Like, I know so many people join programs and it's just a basic program that's surface level that only solves one simple problem that could have been a lead magnet, right? What we have here, as you can see, is the problem mapped out, the solution, how to do it, why not to do it, and then every single resource that you could potentially need ready for you to use that, right? It is not, oh, you need to find that, or where do I find that, or go to YouTube and find more info. No, it's all mapped out. I've been doing this for 4 years now, right? I have all the information, I have all of the techniques, I have all the systems, and I've collaborated with the best entrepreneurs in the market. Like, Shan is like not a joke. He's like the most legitimate entrepreneur I know. Why? He's worked with Grace Beverly, Ali Abdal, me, Iman Gaji, etc. So he knows what he's doing. And so as a result, we partnered up in this program because I wanted him to also show you how he's done the things that he's done, how he's been able to work with Dior, how he's been able to work with all the big brands, not just creators, but also big, big, big brands that allow him to have that prestige that he has today. So, how to send emails, how to convert them, how he does funnels, all of these things are in that. Also, I have my entire LinkedIn growth playbooks in that. So, again, I am saying this because this is the most complete program in the market, because I built it to be that. Because I didn't want another program that was just another program. I wanted this to be so in depth that every single person that ever takes this program actually sees results and actually leaves feeling amazing. All right. Now, who loved that entire blueprint? Do you guys want it? I love a good blueprint as well. All right. Are these live session recordings recorded? Yes. Wow, there's so much. All right, cool. Leva, let's get to it. Thank you so much for watching that, guys. Now, who wants to get roasted? Let me take a... I'm gonna wait for Leila to send me the links. In the meantime, I'm gonna answer some questions from the Q&A box. Wait, she sent it to me. She sent it to me. She sent it to me. Okay. Whoa, whoa. All right. Okay, cool. We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have SA Khalistan. Okay. Design and creative strategist, visual identity campaigns, and fan first media for high performance brands. Okay, this is actually good. I like it. Very clear. So we have what you do, exactly what the process looks like, and who it is for. Perfect. One thing that I would add, essay, if that easy, is this. So I would add, worked with your Microsoft, or like, let's say any brand that has like some recognition in your space. So like, let's say high performance brands. So maybe worked with Space Goods, which is a brand in the UK, Space Goods and Newtonic, right? Obviously, don't say that, but we need to add some social proof in your headline because the LinkedIn algorithm will read it and then we'll know that you're positioned as an expert, you work with the right people. And then also like it helps people visualize and immediately put you into the expert bucket rather than the beginner bucket. Now, the next thing is your banner. So I love that you have 4 things, but the problem is none of them are telling me anything. So there are 4 things full of nothing. Just to be very, very honest. I love that you're showing your work, but I don't know who this work is for, right? These are better off as content pillars or like pieces of content, individual pieces of content as case studies, rather than in your banner. Right? So the first one, for example, says your name. I already know your name, right? The second thing, creativity meets strategy. Okay, but how? Okay, so instead of having 4, I would just have 1 or maybe 2. One of them is building visual identity campaigns that highly convert for high performance brands. And then you show the logos of these high performance brands and maybe an example of what that looks like. Not 5, not 10, not 15, just 1 really good one. Maybe your winning campaign that you've had. That helps someone identify exactly what you do, understand who you've done it for, and how you can help them do it faster. All right. So that's the first profile roast. So if you take anything from that, her headline was amazing. It just needed a little bit of proof because it already had the entire like documentation of it, like who she helps, how she does it. And then the banner was the problem. The banner didn't really tell me anything and it just moved too fast because it was 4 things, right? So instead of 4, always use 1. I know that LinkedIn has that slideshow thing. I don't like it. So I think ideally, we need to do 1. All right, cool. Did we learn anything from that? Yes, give me a yes in the chat. Hell yeah. All right, cool. So I'm gonna move on to the next thing, which is outreach strategists. Let me just get them over here. Leva, are they in the Miro board? Just to make sure that I am correct. Yes, cool. All right. Yes. All right. Cool. Now, who's ready for outreach? How to build a sustainable outreach pipeline so leads never run out. We ready? Give me a yes in the chat if you guys are good. I can't name clients as social proof confidentiality. You can name the niche, by the way. It's not, you don't have to use the logos, you can use a testimonial. We need to stop overcomplicating case studies, by the way. Like, there is something that I hate the most, and it is that because there's like a certain friction point, we just don't do the thing. You can put the testimonial that your client said, and that's it. You can be like, oh, said by market leader, right? That's it. Like, don't overcomplicate it. And then if you really want a testimonial, just ask them, hey, I'll work for free with you if I can use you as a testimonial at the end if you like the results. Like, if the testimonial name is really important to you, then do that. Ask them if you can use them, and then that's it. That's it. That is literally it. Okay, now let's talk about the evolution of cold outreach for a second. So 2010, massive email blast. Everybody got them, My Protein, Pretty Little Thing, every single brand was sending you emails. Then 2015, personalization tools emerged. 2020, AI copy tools entered, and then basic personalization was lost. The novelty of personalization was gone. So whenever you get a hey Lara, hey John, hey Carly, you're like, that's AI, right? 2024 onwards, there are mass email campaigns, mass DMs. So every single day on your LinkedIn, you know that you're scared of LinkedIn because you know that you're gonna get cold slapped, the cold pitch slapped, right? Everybody sounds the same. Hey Lara, I love your work at LA Digital. I see that you're building your personal brand. Would love to help. All right. So then it's obvious, like, how many of you guys have seen that problem? Yes? How many of you guys get those problems? Like, hey guys, blah, 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 blah. Hey Lara, hey Adele. Hey, I really like your design business. Do you need design help? And then it's like, do you know what you're doing? So instead, this is what's made people scared of outreach because you've had almost like PTSD from doing it because you've been on the other end and you're like, I would rather never be that person. But then you're shooting yourself in the foot. So the LinkedIn outreach strategy is almost something like this: automated AI cold outreach, which is what everybody does. Or you could do manual hot outreach, like Shan calls it. That this is a strategy that has been a gold mine. So this is a problem with most LinkedIn outreach today. Okay, let's see if you guys can relate. Let's see. Hey, I'm giving an insight session on the 28th of April called X and wanted to extend an invitation. Are you interested? And you're like, bro, I've never spoken to you before. What do you mean I need to go somewhere on April 28th? I'm busy and I don't know you. Other one. Hey, Laura, a lot of people are on YouTube right now searching for help with exactly what you do, but they are missing your knowledge. There's a new way you can turn your expertise into YouTube videos that attract people who already need your help without requiring more than 1 hour of your time. Can I share more? Well, firstly, my name is Lara without the U. Second, I think I'm doing okay on YouTube. I think I'm doing all right? I already have a YouTube channel to start. Hey Lara, love the tagline. Okay, started off decent. Thanks for the connection request, appreciated. Hope some of my content struck a chord. That's very AI. If you're working with on anything where comms or PR support might help, I'm always happy to share tools and ideas. I also send a monthly newsletter, brands, comms, etc. Happy to. Okay, we started off strong, but we finished very badly. Lara, stoked to connect. No pitch, just a quick intro. I'm in a production company in Colorado called We Create document system brands that help people feel real. Basically, we help purpose-driven brands and trust in 60 seconds flat. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we'd love to hear what you're building too. By the way, this is actually me sending this. So, not a pitch, but almost could have been, right? Have you guys had any of these DMs and you're like, oh my God? No. Name mistakes are the cringiest on the DMs, yeah. Love it when they get my name wrong. I hate it. I hate it. Like, please don't. Yes, so annoying. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, but many months back, way too many yes. Okay, has this made you guys feel like you don't want to send any outbound because you're like, my content, my DMs are gonna look like this. My clients are gonna feel like this. Yeah, exactly. Well, see, there's a solution to this, right? I know you guys can relate, right? Everybody sounds the same. There's fake personalization. There's no real insights, over reliance on tools, no emotional or human hook, and then spam. So much spam. So there's a better way to approach what we call casual outreach. So it's a six-step content blueprint to get ultimate leads. So firstly, you need to understand how to find a topic to write about. So one that aligns well with your offer. So how do you do this? Please take some notes because I know we're at time, but we're gonna keep going. Okay. So core expertise. The topics that are aligned with your profile and what you are an expert in. So copywriting, scaling, building a business, working with women, working in AI, copywriting, ghostwriting, fitness, SOP systems, high performance, HR, all of these, that's your core expertise and that's what you need to create content on. Then you find LinkedIn's hot topics, the topics that are already aligned with your profile and what you're an expert in. So instead of the known club, we tell people exactly what these hot topics are, right? Some of them are remote work, job hunting, skill acquisition, LinkedIn, DNI, etc. So when you know your core expertise and you pair it with a LinkedIn hot topic, what happens is that you can then pick the right angle to talk about your content. So, for example, we have your main angle, which is maybe you're a consultant. We know that working with people and having that positioning and talking about LinkedIn actually works. Then you say, after working with Fortune 500 companies, here's what I learned, or here's the problem that we solved, all right? Then you do step number 2, you use Clio to generate hundreds of validated ideas. So you guys have seen me use Clio before, but basically, actually, I want one of you guys to put your niche in your offer, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Because with that, we have your topic, so your core expertise, and then how you create content almost automatically without it taking you hours. So I'm gonna look at the chat now. Coaching for $1 million businesses, okay. Hire a recruiter, final what? Financial, sustainable, hotel market disrupt, lead generation, MBA student, copywriter, marketing sustainable. Okay. I'm gonna do social responsibility guy here. Okay. Oh my God, it's moving so fast. Okay, cool. I'm gonna copy this. So let's say that we pull out Clio. This is also something that you get for free when you join the Known Club, by the way. So based, oh, based, right? I don't know anything about Maite, Caballero, but Clio is gonna do its best to try and understand her. Clio, when you onboard onto it, it asks you questions about yourself, right? It asks you your best case studies, your offers, etc., so it can create better tailored content for you. But just as a quick insight, we have 10 big ideas for you to not have to wonder what to post next week. So, Maite, the CSR strategy most companies get wrong, why CSR programs isn't moving the needle, the three questions every CSR strategy needs, etc. So, let's say from that, we really like this one. And then automatically, Clio is writing content like I would, or like my co founder Jake Wood, that has over 190,000 followers. We've used our systems and strategies so you guys don't have to think about content, right? That's why yesterday I didn't cover hooks, I didn't cover templates, I didn't cover the best virality frameworks, because we have an AI that does it for you. So earlier, we covered the entire funnel and how to build it so you don't have to think about it. And then now I'm covering the content part so you also don't have to think about it, right? So you have the attention part nailed down, which is the content. You have the conversion part nailed down, which is inside of the Known Club, right? So you have the 4 weeks explaining to you how you can make that work in your niche. And then we've removed that friction of writing content, becoming a copywriting specialist with AI, with our proprietary tool that we built just for you, based on what we know. So ultimately, you now don't have the problem of conversion and you don't have the problem with attention now. So that's how you fix that, right? So there is another problem though that I do want to talk about, right? You, even though you know how to create content now, you're like, okay, wow, I didn't realize that this could happen. Okay, so you have the content part nailed down. You're like, finally, I can just put my idea and it doesn't look like ChatGPT generated content because it's validated by Lara and Jake and her team that built $1 million software that's actually helping millions of people go viral. But then now I also don't have the conversion problem because I understand how to actually position my offer, what the different things I need to do are, from landing page to lead magnet to then conversion on email. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then you're like, okay, I there's a problem that you've been thinking about quietly. And I know it because I'm also there with you. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm building multiple businesses all the time. I see the problems every day. I have them all the time. What is that second problem? What, no, third problem. Well, it is in the okay, but I don't want to wait for the leads to convert. I want to do it quickly. I love making money. I want to make money tomorrow. All right. So then we cover the sell by casual chat flow that actually gets replies, right? This is something that we've been focused on building over the last few months because we understood the massive shift in the market with the trust attention economy. Like, we are in a trust epidemic online because of AI, because of all of these personal brands blowing up. So how do we fix it? We fix it by selling by chat, right? And so we have an entire funnel in a system that takes you from sending a message that is not AI automated, how you can build it, how you can create it, because we have our proprietary AI systems that are coached and trained by the better pros in the market and also myself. And so you start with an appeal opener message. So this is how you send a connection request. And you're like, hey, blah, blah, blah. This, like, hey, nice to meet you, right? Small intention, right? This is how you get more people accepting your connection requests and not ignoring you, sparking curiosity. Then you ask them a second question, right? I see you do X or Y. Tell me more about it. So you're getting them to talk about themselves. This is based on psychology, right? If you know me, you know that I love psychology. Every single thing that I've done is based on the psychological fundamentals, not just marketing, because marketing is psychology, right? And so then we then funnel them, or we keep on talking to them until they tell us what they need. And then they ask for help. They ask us, we don't ask them. You don't need to be cold pitching people anymore, right? Now, qualify other people, like then you qualify them, then you suggest what they can buy from you, then you invite them and you give them a clear next step, and then you confirm the sale, right? And then we also teach you what mindset you need. We show you how to frame the chat, we show you how to diagnose a problem, we show you how to use Sales Navigator as well. So all of these problems between content, attention, conversion, and funnels are finally fixed from you in one part in 4 weeks, rather than having to go to multiple different things and multiple different coaches, etc. Right? Now, this is just a glimpse of what we go through in extreme detail inside of the Known Club, right? Just one bit. And you've seen, like, and this is just a glimpse, like a glimpse, right? From this to that, just a glimpse of everything that we go through. Now, so like I said, we go through all of this. The Sell by Chat coaching course are in there as well. We have about 4. And also some of our coaches will go through their entire sell by chat or sell by DMs, etc., or sell by email strategies as well, because there's not a one size fits all. Everybody has a different approach. I myself prefer not to, but I had to learn for you. And we implemented it for different accounts as well, so we could prove that it worked for any niche. Okay, so that's exactly what you guys need to start understanding, is that it is not just content, it is beyond that. It is not about building a personal brand and having the most viral hook. No, this is business. We're not in an influencer academy here, we're in a business academy mastermind. And this is something I had to learn the hard way, is that I'd rather have influence rather than become an influencer. Okay, so who loved this as well? I would love to know. Just seeing the chat as well and making sure that we covered most of your questions. I see some questions in the Q&A. I've seen the hearts. Thank you guys so much. Okay, cool. Well, one last question for you guys is, what are the 3 things you've realized you've been doing wrong and you need to change? Put them in the chat. My MBA wasn't specific. No funnel, lead magnet, everything. Hi, Anjali, we'll bring you in a second. I'm sorry, I'm running late. No real lead magnets, no lead magnets. Content, no funnel, no lead magnets. Most things need an LM system. Right. Talk more about my services, not value. Confidence. Confidence? No. No. Confidence never comes. If we wait for confidence to come, it'll never come. All right, cool. Now let's do a 60-second recap, right? I showed you I showed you what you actually need to turn LinkedIn into your #1 revenue channel, just like Harry has done it, just like Alex has done it here. Like, we have endless testimonials, as you've seen. Like, even Cam is one of my new winning testimonials because we literally showed him how to win on LinkedIn. We also have people like Thea here, who's literally built a business from LinkedIn as well. We have Alan here, who's gone viral, even in his like very niche. Now, quick question. Did you find the strategies from this day 3 valuable? I think day 3 was the most packed. We've gone through for a while. So let me know. Now, do you guys now believe that you are closer to now growing your business using your expertise on LinkedIn? I hope the answer is yes. Let's see. Yes, definitely. All right, cool. Now, guys, I've been online for maybe 3, 6, 9 hours with you over the last 3 days. So, do I have your permission to go deeper and talk about the full system that we've given over 3,000 people to build their 6-figure personal brand? Give me a yes in the chat. Have I earned the right to show you? Yes? Amazing. All right, cool. Because what I just shared with you today is just the tip of the iceberg. Like you saw, even if we had 8 more hours together instead of 90 minutes, it shouldn't be enough time to give you the tools, the strategies, and the support that you actually need to succeed on LinkedIn in half of the time that it took me today. So over the last 3 years, I have created a repeatable system that has generated over $5 million in total revenue for business owners just like you. This is not taking into account my revenue. This is literally revenue from our clients that we're seeing inside of the Known Club, right? Also, I'm about to share with you 2 bonus gifts that you're going to get if you stay until the end. All right. So please don't leave. I know I see a lot of people join like leaving now because we're not done. All right. So if you stick with me until the end, I'm gonna show you the last two insane bonus gifts that you get today. All right. Now, Anjali, for example, used some of our systems, some of our products. She was one of my students. She still is, and she's coming in a second. She's in the chat as well. She's been able to sign high ticket retainer clients and having her highest sales per month using similar funnels to mine because she's learned them from me. Anjali is so amazing to see because she also got featured in Forbes. Like, this is a milestone dream for every single entrepreneur, right? We also have Honorata here, $80,000 commission deal because she started building her personal brand and business on LinkedIn. We have people like Misha here who's gone from no influence to literally being paid by brands, right? She's working with Stan Store, she's working with Magic Post, she's working with all these big brands that pay you 5 to 6 figures for a single post online while also building her business. Okay, so I'm not going to promise you those results because these people have worked incredibly hard, but what if your new reality would be that you can add over $60,000 to your MRR in a few months, just like Carl? Like, would your life change? The answer is yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's like $60,000, $10,000 even, change anyone's life. So, or what if you started booking 30 calls from a single post like Mike? Would your life change too? The answer is most likely yes. So, or what if you landed a $50,000 deal from a single contract like Jess because she started posting on LinkedIn, right? Look, you could take everything from today and generally cut years of guesswork because over the last 2 days, especially, I've literally shown you something that most people don't, either because they don't want to or because they don't understand it. But I do, and I just did. But listen, there are three main things that actually stop most people from ever turning into actual results. One of them is a lack of clarity. Like, you're gonna leave the next 3 days thinking, okay, I've got everything, but I don't know where to start. I need one-to-one support. I need someone to tell me where to start. Maybe you're like, okay, I have all the systems, but I don't even know where my positioning starts. I have my own fair advantage, but I don't know how to create content from it. Or number two, there's too much conflicting advice out there, right? You're gonna leave these 3 days and then you're gonna go back onto LinkedIn, you're gonna see someone else saying something completely different. And you're gonna have execution paralysis. I'll start implementing from tomorrow and then tomorrow never comes. All right. So you're gonna then find yourself in the middle of this life cycle of creators. You start strong, you see some initial traction, your life gets busy, then you start second guessing your content, you become bitter, and then you quit. All right. Now, without a proper ecosystem implemented to your funnel, you'll keep wondering why you don't have predictable revenue streams from LinkedIn. When any engine from this model is missing, you remain at mercy of the algorithm and luck and not having any luck landing clients. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is why and why I asked your permission at the start. This is why I built an intensive full week pro business accelerator called the Known Club, right? What you saw in the last 3 days was only a glimpse of what's inside of the Known Club, right? You saw the new LinkedIn playbook, the easiest way to get high paying clients who immediately need your service, and building an $100,000 monetization ecosystem, right? So I'm gonna put the link now in the chat if you guys wanna join us. So we help you install the three core engines that I showed you guys at the start. So from having an engaged audience to having a perfect funnel to having an ideal offer, all of these engines work when they work together and when you know which one to implement fast, right? We only covered all three aspects of the piece of the puzzle, right? But there are 9 other ones that we implement with our clients directly inside of the Known Club. And you guys saw the entire blueprint as well. Now, who's we? We is Shan Hanif, we is Harry Foco, and we is my co-founders Jake Ward and Rob Hoffman. I also have as guests Richard Moore and Hayden, who are some of the best people in sales and also corporate coaching, right? These people are corporate professionals. These are not creators, these are not like young influencers, these are legitimate people who have built not one but multiple businesses outside of LinkedIn that have now learned how to implement LinkedIn basics and fundamentals into their businesses to help you as well. So I love this because we have a combination of new age marketing with content and also the best and most proven ways to get sales that work offline and online. What we do inside of the Known Club is we teach you how to fast track what used to take years into months, right? With AI, with systems, with funnels, with tools, with the right strategies, with the right blueprints, right? This is why I love the Known Club. Now, the reason why none of us really offer any of this is because we're all booked out, right? Now, this is what your next 90 days would look like if you were to join the Known Club, right? Every single week, you have a lesson to watch live with us, right? 2 hours every single week, Sunday to Fridays, right? 2 hours with different coaches. And this is what you need to add an additional $10,000 to $15,000 a month to your pipeline via LinkedIn. And that's the journey that you're about to go on. Every week has a specific focus and a specific outcome. It's not like varied in its like topic. Every week has a specific outcome, right? Week one, we get your foundations right, but it's not the basics like optimizing your profile, it's beyond that. Creating an irresistible offer, standing out, profile optimizing, signals of mastery, like we showed you with the algorithm. Week number two, how to create content that builds influence, right? How to get your clients to actually raise their hands and be like, I want to work with you. I need your service rather than, oh, that's nice, I'll give it a like, right? Week three, how to start generating inbound leads. So how to build a webinar and email funnel, how to install hot outreach systems to land clients in a non-cringy way, right? We also, like you see here, we have progress indicators. We track exactly how you're doing so we can give you the best personalized support. So you're not just left hanging in there. Week four, we systematize it all together. So we show you how to build sustainable systems so you can never run out of prospects, and then how to use sales psychology to close clients, right? Now, some of you may be asking, and I see in the chat as well, when are the times? Well, the session timings are going to be kept in a way that everyone across the globe, whether you're in Paris, whether you're in America, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in Latin America, you can come to these sessions, okay? So Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, if you join the Known Club, which by the way, the link is in the chat, are for you to catch up. So Monday, Thursday, and Saturday are for you to either watch the replays if you couldn't make the live course, and also start implementing and creating content. Like Cam said, he takes about 3 hours every single week to create his content. So it shouldn't take you more than that to catch up, right? Each session that we have is 2 hours long. 1 hour of me teaching and 1 hour of live implementation and Q&A, right? The challenges and gamification included is all are at sustainable rate. So my team will help you implement as well, right? Okay, we have a question from. Okay, we have a question. I have issues with clarity. I had systems before and I put in the work. This question is from Lulian, by the way. But clarity is still an issue. I was wondering how that is tackled. I might need a bit of clarity mentorship. All right, Lilian. So what we do with all of our clients is on week one of the Known Club, we walk you through the 4 different reasons why you like how you can stand out. So we see your offer. Firstly, we need to understand if you even have an offer yet. And then we find the right ICP or the right person you can market that to. So we have someone called Vicky inside of the Known Club as well. She was one of our main clients that I love so much. She is an alcohol therapist, right? We showed her how to be clear in her messaging so she could attract more people into her funnel, because the problem that she had is that a lot of people didn't want to identify as alcoholics or as addicts, which is normal, of course. So then we told her how she could still get attention by positioning herself with clarity, by naming all the problems that are related. So we sat down with her in the calls live, in the group calls. We talked about the problem and we gave her clarity in what she needed. So if your clarity is that on positioning, then we can give it to you. If the clarity you need is in the content, then 100%, because every single lesson is directed at every single person that has a different niche. So let's say you need clarity in your content system, we give it to you, right? Every single call is live for a reason, so you can come in the calls and ask us questions. All right. Right. Another question, Andrea, from Andrea. If you don't have an offer and I am at the beginning where I don't even know which services to offer, this will help me. Yes. I started with no offer. I started with no niche. So as long as you have a skill, then we need to find the market, the problem, and the value that you give people. So even if you don't have an offer, but you want to start monetizing, it is possible, and we do help you with that. It's even easier for us because when you don't have an offer, then you're starting from scratch. So it is easier to build something with us because we take you step by step. We give you the AI models, we give you the or AI tools like Pablo and Cleo. You have a fresh personal brand that you're not attached to. We can create your persona, we find your unfair advantages, and then at the end, we find what you're good at and what you can sell. All right? Now, done with that. Now, the reason, like, listen, that's why, like, I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in mentorships. But I couldn't find anything like this. Like, there's no single program that has intense life coaching or implementation, or accountability in worksheets, or gamification to stay on track, or systems that you can sell into your business. Like I showed you guys the insane framework and blueprint that we have for the Known Club. There's also no program that has specialized AI tools specifically for you. Like there's a lot of programs that will give you ChatGPT prompts, but there's no program that gives you specialized tools that directly solve your main problem, which is either conversion or it's content. Cleo solves the content problem, Pablo solves the content problem, right? The conversion problem. All right. We also have communities to fast track your wins, right? But before I tell you more, let me show you what all the people are saying. So Hayden signed a $250,000 deal from LinkedIn, right? He stuck to all of the frameworks and systems, and now he's here. He's also teaching inside of the program as well. Also, Misha quit her job. She was scared, and then she was starting a new business, and then now she's literally doing amazing. She's signing high ticket clients. She's going viral. She's literally working with clients worth over billions of dollars, right? She's literally surpassed her goals for the year building her personal brand. Now we have other people like Sophia getting 10 leads every single week, growing her audience. She's gone from 0 to 24,000 followers, and I think now even more. You can literally go look these people up. You can literally look these people up. You go on LinkedIn, type Hayden Sperling. Go on LinkedIn, type Misha Collins. Go on LinkedIn and type Sofia Spandau. Like literally, you can see these people and you can see their progress live, right? I want you to find a single program for personal branding and online business that has as many of these live testimonials, right? You couldn't. You couldn't, right? So we have all these coaches that I told you about. Now, the Known Club is built on our IP. So combined with all of the coaches, we've generated over $10 million in combined revenue via LinkedIn, right? We've helped over 3,500 business owners and coached them how to win. And we also have over 10 years of combined experience of not just teaching this, but doing this. So it's not just theory. So a decade of lessons, success, and innovations combined. You get access to these systems and teams as well. Now, why me? Well, beyond me putting all of my time and effort into teaching you guys for over the last 8 hours, over the last 3 days as well, I challenge you to find even one LinkedIn monetization coach that has this many success stories. You couldn't. You couldn't, because this is all I do. I live and breathe this, right? And also, I gave you a sneak peek into the level of effort and thought that went into creating this accelerator. Like me and my COO, Leva, who you've seen in the chat, she's literally spent hours or even months in this because we wanted this to be the best. I was like, Leva, I don't want to do this if it doesn't feel like it's the most elite program. Like I want this to be the Olympics of high performance. I want this to be the best of the best. If not, I'm not gonna do it. And then she's like, okay, let's plan this out. And we did. Now, before I tell you more, let me show you how installing this ecosystem has changed my clients' lives, right? We have Vicky, who I mentioned earlier. She's gone from not having any like impressions to literally growing her impressions as fast as she could. So 59,000 impressions, or over 100,000 viral posts, etc. We have Honorata here. Again, viral posts, getting clients, an $80,000 commission deal. We have people like Alexander as well. One viral post got him 15 DMs and one client meeting, and he's growing as well. People like Louisa here, grown her engagement by 400%, getting leads as well. People like Carly here, working in as a tech content writer. People like Eva here as an ad spend manager. People like Michelle here, biotech branding. People like Vivek here, Spanish ghostwriter. People like Velitza here, fractional ops manager, who you saw yesterday. Like, all of these people have different niches. So again, my answer to you is, if you think that your niche is too niche, the answer is no. It will always work if you have someone that helps you make it work. All right. So this is built on three fundamental engines that have enabled me to scale my businesses. Like you can see the $2 million business, which is literally Academy. You can see Clear, which is a $1 million business. We hit our record month in February, $200,000, right? And we also, the same thing that has helped Harry scale to $25,000 months, right? You can look every single one of these people on LinkedIn and ask them what they think about working with me, and they'll tell you we love Lara. Like, I can nearly guarantee that. Now, this transformation is hard to do alone. Figuring out by yourself takes time. So you need the right support, you need the right accountability, you need the right guidance, you need the right consistency. But I'm not done like walking you through it because I need to show you what's included. So I showed you what's included, which was the 4 weeks. The 4 weeks, but that's not it. That's not it. That's not even scratching the surface. We have bonus number one, which is my dedicated growth academy, which is worth over $999, right? This is what literally academy costs, right? I charge between $1,799 to $2,500 for an hour of my coaching. Now, if we do the maths, every single lesson, and if we calculate it by an hourly rate, my personal branding MBA should be worth $12,000, but you get it included inside of the Known Club, right? My content code course, which teaches you how to create content, should be worth $7,000. Again, if we charge it, but if we do the maths according to it, doing it like per hour, right? You also get my favorite course in the planet that I hate that I made, but I love it, but I hate it because one, it's worth more than it costs, and two, I love email. And I'm like, oh my god, I gave away all my secrets. So this is worth $10,000 if we look at it at an hourly rate, right? On top of all of this, we have over 15 plus masterclasses from industry experts. Richard Moore, Yasmin Alec, Harry, so many people. Can you guess how much money these people charge per hour? Well, we have Yasmin, who charges over $2,000. We have Taslim, who charges over $3,000. We have Richard, who charges over $2,000 as well. These 15 masterclasses alone are worth over $22,000. I'm not challenged yet. Like I literally, this is true, right? But wait, there's more. This is just one of the few things that you get inside of the Known Club. You also get Shan's monetization blueprint, which is worth $599. And this is one part of the things that I showed you inside of the Miro board. He'll show you his take on monetization. Because again, there are many ways to do the same thing. You just need to pick the right one and the right coach, right? You also get bonus number 3, Lara AI, which is insane. Like, if you ever had a question to ask me, but you couldn't reach me, you can ask her because she's trained on every single strategy, YouTube video, course, client, call, transcriptions, etc. And you can ask her. You also get Hot Outreach MBA by Shan that is worth over $199 for free inside of the Known Club. It's got 7 hours of content, 6 modules with his exact outreach strategy, a full training and frameworks, and so much more. You also, ladies and gentlemen, get a month free access to Clio, which is my software that I showed you guys earlier that can literally get you from not writing any content that works to actually finally writing content that you like, that sounds like you, but it actually performs well, right? So we love Clio. I don't know how many Clio users are here, but Clio is the best tool in the market, right? So you get 1 month access to this. And by the way, this is the success that all clients inside of Clio are getting. Like this person here got his first ever viral post. Using Clio. That's it. We have people like Athena here who use Clio and she's gone from 8 likes to 290 likes just because she used Clio. Now, again, I'm asking you, would you like to be the next person that goes viral, that signs clients? The answer is probably yes. If you're like, then okay, I want the virality, but I want the conversion as well. You also get 14 days free access of Pablo. What is Pablo? You get to start building your digital products. It uses AI to tell you what the best business models are. You can build landing pages, lead magnets. You can find spaces for one-to-one coaching. This is built for online distribution to scale your business. This is what I use for my products as well. This is where that Known Club is hosted as well. So instead of thinking about Klaviyo, Beehive, Kajabi, Circle, etc., what landing page, design, etc., instead of thinking about all these variable costs of hiring a personal brand strategist, of hiring an agency, you get this all included inside of the Known Club, right? You get exclusive resource, GPT page as well. People charge over $249 for literally simple things like this. We literally included it for free because we know how important these external resources are for some of you that just want more support, right? You also get an exclusive community for support for you. So you can network and find clients, by the way. This is why most people join masterminds, because they want to find a high value network that they can help. You can ask burning questions directly to us. You can get your content roasted as well. You can get help from 1%, the top 1% creators. This is worth well over $588, but you get it included for free. You also get access to in-person events and networking when we host them. These are worth landing a four-figure referral. People that come to these networking events, they also network and they get clients. So we also have challenges and gamification. So this is important for us and for you, because when you gamify something, when you actually take on a challenge, you're more likely to complete it. Just like Alexis here that we had yesterday. Alexis took one of her challenges, which was a 30-day posting challenge, but she took it to the maximum and she posted for 100 days straight. And as a result, she's now living her dream life. She has an amazing personal brand on LinkedIn and she's able to enjoy the journey, right? We have a dedicated growth platform, including with all of the resources that I mentioned in there in just one place. So you don't have to be looking outside for them, right? Bonus number 14, winning together. You get unstoppable momentum, you get friends for life, and you finally find a community that can support you. Now, we have people like Tilame here who joined the last program, because we don't run these every single month, we run them in quarters. So Tilame, hey, I made my investment back 2 times over within 3 hours of joining. Right? So I didn't make this up. Like, who? So if we would you like this to be you? Like, would you like to finally be able to be like, yes, I am so excited that even when I joined a program, I saw what I needed to do and I did it. And then immediately, because I was able to invest in myself, I finally got the motivation to start doing the things. Sometimes you just need to do that. I do that all the time. I do that. It's actually getting ridiculous right now, but it works because we put our skin in the game, because we know people are now depending on us, because we know people are watching us and wishing that we did the thing, and because you are putting yourself out there, right? So, who wants to be the next success case study? We've got people like, uh, who is it? Can you kind of get a hell yeah in the chat? Yes, from Maite. Yes, from Claire. Yes, from Ashley. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Andrea. Hell yeah, Samira. Hell yeah. Okay, we've got questions. I can see them now. I'll get into them later. Okay, so let me add everything inside of the Gnome Club for you guys. So everything that you get from the bonuses, the total value would be over $13,000, right? The average coaching from us is literally worth more than that. Our close competitors are charging over $6,000 for all of this, but today you're not paying anywhere near close to that, right? You're not paying $10,000 because this could be what I like. This should be what I charge for this, by the way, including the live masterminds. But it's not. We're not gonna charge you this today. Maybe in the future, but not today. $8,000. That could be also the investment, but we're not gonna charge you that today either, because I know that you guys need help, right? It's not gonna be $5,000 either, even though my competitors are charging that. This won't be the price. The total exclusive price for this last day, by the way, today, is $2,500, right? $2,500. That is all that you need to invest for the next 4 weeks, right? And on top of that, you get 2 months additional, because you're here and you stayed with me for the last 3 days, of additional support. Okay? So you can also pay in two. So two payments of $1,250, because I know that some of you guys like to pay in halves. So this is the price that you get today. And by the way, this is the last time we make this offer. Last time, right? The final offer that we have in the actual landing page is, Lyra, I lost it. So we are officially live with our offer, and it's $3,000. Got it, Lyra. Got it, don't worry. So it is here. This is what you will see outside of this webinar today, masterclass. The price is $3,000. So today you get $500 off because you joined me here today, right? beyond that, outside of here, you won't be able to access that price. So my question to you is, my friends, what else do you need to finally invest in yourself? You got a crazy offer. It's a no-brainer offer for you guys to start winning and building your online businesses and actually being positioned as an influence, not an influence, building your online business for the first time ever, like, and actually seeing success, having access to the right coaches, having access to the right funnels, and investing in yourselves, in your business and your growth. That is nearly guaranteed to happen if you join us for the next 4 weeks, right? So afterwards, like I said, people will be paying full price to get in from the actual sales pay. So as an additional thing, if you guys join today, like literally all the people here, if you guys join today, you get an additional 3 months of guidance and support. This is worth over $297 for the 3 months, right? So the link is in the chat and it's available for you guys. So you can reserve your spot, or you can pay a deposit, or you can pay in full. Whatever suits you. We're literally making every single thing for you guys to join us, because I don't want you guys to miss this, right? Today is your last chance to lock in it at this rate. Tomorrow it will go back to full pricing, and it probably will never be this price ever again, right? So the link is in the chat for you guys to join it. My CEO Lev is dropping in the chat. Now, we have a special live bonus for you guys during this live for literally the next 20 minutes, because I need to go to sleep, right? For the next 10 people that join the program, you get a detailed audit that is worth $500, right? A detailed audit, because we know that most people fail because they have a bad offer. So I will personally review your offer in detail and help you create one that helps you get the most ROI with the least effort, right? So if you join the program today, right now, the link is in the chat, you get that for free, included on top of everything that I already told you that you get. Okay. Now, the next thing is you also get a profile revamp breakdown. So some of my clients have landed clients within 24 hours of updating their LinkedIn profiles. So I will help you revamp your profile according to signals of mastery, which we covered on day 1 of the LinkedIn algorithm. So you get both attention and conversion. So even when I roasted that one person, I told them about their banner, and I told them specifically what they needed to say. So if you want this done for you, that is written out for you live, then I would recommend you guys taking me on this bonus offer that I probably won't ever do again either, because it takes us hours and Leva's gonna kill me. I'm gonna kill Leva as well. So you'll get this before the cohort ends. You'll fast track your success, and you'll never have to pay a penny for it. So why the urgency? You may be wondering. Well, I can't justify giving this away anymore, and it's not fair for people paying full price. So we're only extending this offer for people that are here today with us live. So the link is in the chat for you. Now it is on your hands to make a decision, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it is your last chance to take us on our offer today. Start learning. Immediately as you join the known club, you get onboarded onto everything, so you get access to all of the systems. And so if you're wondering if this is for you, then it is. If you're just getting started, this is for you, because you'll learn the fundamentals, your master positioning, content funnels, and converting from strangers into paying clients. You'll get to understand your skills and how to monetize them. And you'll know exactly what to do the moment you're ready to launch. All right. The second thing, if you're ready to launch and you already have an offer, we'll take you to going from zero to a live personal brands with paying clients within 4 weeks, right? You also get to build your funnel, your offer, and your positioning from the ground up. And then the last thing is you start generating real inbound revenue from in your own terms. And so if you are already growing, if you already have a business and you're like, okay, Lara, I have a decent personal brand, I have an online business, well, then we're going to show you how to create an offer for even if you have an agency or a service, and accelerate it so you can actually do what I've done and create multiple offers that add to that lifetime value of a single customer. We fix what's broken, so you're positioning your content or conversion, and then we bring in more clients without you posting more or working more hours, just like Cam is doing, right? Leva is updating me on the chat. Shout out to Ryan, who's taking us on the offer. Well done, Ryan. I can't wait to see you on that inside of the known club and giving you your bonus. Amazing. Shout out to Carolyn for joining us in this offer. Shout out to Karina for joining us in this offer. How amazing. All right, cool. Well done to you guys. I love an action taker. Now, we have then 7 spots left for the free bonuses. So if you guys wanted Bonus number one, a detailed offer audit, and you want to start monetizing your LinkedIn and you want to find what's wrong, then take us on this offer. And the link is in the chat for you guys to join us. If you want a profile revamp breakdown, then it's also there for you. So 7 spots left for this, guys.
Lara, not 7, only
oh.
5 spots
Oh,
left.
sorry. I can't read my messages. All right, cool. Thank you, Leva. The ghost of LinkedIn is here. Now, guys, you might be thinking, I'm not ready to invest this amount right now. Well, like one of our clients, like you saw, who was it? We had this person that made her investment back within 2 hours. So, is it really that expensive? No, it is not expensive at all. It's an investment in your future, right? So, question number one, it only takes one client. Like, we've proven it. Within 2 hours it's as well. So that's all it takes to make your investment back once you create an irresistible offer with us. Our members do it within days of starting. The cost of staying stuck is far higher than $2,500. I can promise you that. Now, question number two, I don't have an offer yet. Is this even for me? Yes, we answered that question already. That's literally what week 1 and 2 are all about. You don't need an offer to join. You just need the Known Club to guide you on monetizing your current skill set and use that to build an irresistible offer document so you can validate it in the market. And then we guide you live on how to structure it so people actually buy. Okay? Now, number three, will this actually work for my niche? We've seen it work with alcohol therapists, with urban design planners, with HR consultants, with data center engineers, with real estate agents, with business owners. They are all on LinkedIn. The niche is never the problem, their positioning always is, right? Lara, I'm gonna watch all of your YouTube videos. You already did that. And it didn't work. So I would say that if we were to put a price on an hour of your time, let's base it at maybe $100 per hour, like how much time have you invested in watching every single YouTube video and how much money has it given you in return? Like how much time have you wasted in money in your time by watching content that you never implement? So your inaction comes at a hidden cost, my friends. Every month without a proper funnel is a month your competitor is getting the clients that should be yours. Every month that you try and cold outreach, and it doesn't work, then that's what happens. It doesn't work. People who already implemented this ecosystem will be far ahead in a few months, right? So let's do the quick maths. You can hire a ghostwriter for $2,000, $3,000, and maybe not see any results. And that's per month, by the way. You can hire a content strat agency that's worth $5,000, $10,000 a month, right? And maybe then you'll get some results, but then you'll feel like you wasted a lot of money, right? Oh my God. Wait, who's joined? Okay, welcome. We have so many people joining us. Okay, welcome Estantos, welcome Jenny, welcome Renster, welcome Jessica. I can't wait to see you inside. All right, now all these people know they literally can see that one client closed is worth beyond the investment, like 3,000 client, 5,000 client, $10,000 client. Like that's all it takes. All of these people, nearly every single one of our clients that has come inside of the Known Club has made their investment back, right? People like Sarah, people like Sabrina, people like John, people like Johnny here closed a 5K deal yesterday from my LinkedIn ecosystem channel, like system. So do you want to be the next person that is able to finally get clients from LinkedIn, or do you want to be the best kept secret in your industry? That is my question. Now, I don't give guarantees ever, my friends, but I am so confident about this program that I am 99% sure that if you join us and you implement, you'll see significant results. Significant. To the point that I am able to run these for 3 years and I have not ever have been asked for a refund. So that's your proof. Okay. Now, again, from Tilame, from anyone for anyone in the fence, I joined yesterday. I already closed a client who was on the fence with me, but I felt the urge and confidence to close the offer she was considering. Right now, I'm gonna switch into coach mode in a second. I'm gonna be answering all of your questions. So tell me what you do, and I'll tell you how this can help you. So in the chat in a second, well now, and you guys tell me your niche, your offer, what your content is about and who you want to close, or like give me as much context as possible so I can help you. Because the next 30 minutes I'm gonna stay on, it's for you. So what is your offer? What is your niche? What is your problem? And we're gonna go through them as well so I can help. And I don't know if later we have someone else coming on. I think we have Anjali coming in to talk to you about how amazing she is. All right. Yes. Okay. Eva Santos just purchased. Thank you. Purchased. I did create a capital last year and 2x my followers since then, and have people constantly offering me jobs, but didn't have the offer piece. Now my content gets hundreds of likes consistently, and I've set up my offer and I'm ready to scale. Shout out to Eva for joining us. Eva, I am so glad I remember you. I am so glad that you came back. What did I tell you guys about lifetime value of a customer? This is proof of that. Shout out to Eva. And yes, yes, Leva, stop shouting at me. Thank you. She shouts at me in the comments. Okay, cool. Let's talk about the questions. And Leva, can you come in for a second? Are we bringing anyone else in? Just so I know.
Yes, we have a very special guest, Anjali, and she's coming right up. She is the type of person who implemented every single one of Lara's strategies, and very soon she was able to like land 5 high-ticket clients per week from her webinars. So she can attest to the fact that her funnels work like crazy. There she is. Let's bring her on.
Anjali, how are you?
Hi, Lara. I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you for waiting for me. I know I go on for ages.
No worries.
So,
Anything for you.
Anjali, firstly, congratulations on Forbes.
Thank you.
How did you feel?
Amazing. Amazing. It feels surreal, Lara, because when I came to you, I was literally so underconfident at that time. I was at the lowest point of my career and lowest point of my life also at any way possible. And now the kind of growth that I've seen is insane. It's insane, Lara. Thank you
I'm
so much.
so happy. So, I guess you have been one of like a super follower that implements everything that I ever say. What has been the result of implementing every single thing that I've taught you?
Well, first and foremost, I would say I was able to build a thriving business, help 80 plus founders scale to six figures in revenue, get featured in Forbes. And there are a lot of new wins that have come on this month itself. This month was my birthday month, but it was an insane month in terms of opportunities and business as well. Because within a few days, I got 100 signups for my webinar within like few days. This was insane for me. And then there was another influencer. She's like more than 300,000 followers, has a community of more than 800 members. She invited me to create a LinkedIn module for her. Yes.
Wow.
I just wrapped up creating that LinkedIn module day before yesterday.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
When did you start posting on LinkedIn, by the way?
just a year back.
Wow. So, okay, so you have a six-figure business now, yeah?
Yes,
Did you ever think that you would get here this fast?
never. In fact, when I was like when I had Forbes being on Forbes on my vision board, but I took it off later because I thought it'll take years to get there. But like I didn't even know that I'll be able to get there within just a year. So yeah, I can't thank you enough for that. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful coach.
And so, what does it mean to you now that you've been able to build an online business that gives you freedom and also get recognized? Because I know, like you, I used to feel super invisible and I had all of these thoughts in my head, like, oh, maybe it's because of my accent, or maybe it's because
Mm,
where I'm from, or maybe I don't have like what it takes. How does it feel
yeah.
now from the other side where you've gone through everything? You're like, actually, I deserve to be here.
Look, it seems amazing, but actually, you know what? When I was starting out, I really have to put this out because many people think that they're not worth it or they wouldn't be able to get there. And because it's all because of our limiting beliefs that we have, it's all because of that. But when I was able to surround myself with people like you, I got your frequency, your energy as well, which pushed me to take more action. Anything that you told me, I implemented it within 24 hours. There was never anything that I did not implement within 24 to 48 hours. I implemented each and everything you asked me to do. And that's exactly what I tell my clients as well to do now. And then they get results because that's how it was. And the kind of energy I got from you, that was insane. And that is the reason why I feel so satisfied with my life. I feel successful. I feel confident. And I'm able to give that energy, exert that energy to other people now as well, which is like amazing for me.
Oh, Anjali, I am so proud of you. Coffee on me next time I see you. And thank you so much for coming in. So I guess for anyone wondering if they should make the investment on the known club, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, don't just go, run towards Lara. She is the best. And definitely, I would say she and LinkedIn both together literally changed my life. So if she could change my life, she can definitely change yours as well. So that's exactly what I would say to them.
Anjali, shout out to you. You've done so much work. I've seen you grow your confidence as well from doing your first masterclass in LinkedIn Live to now. And I can't wait for what's next for you.
Thank you so much, Lara.
I'll
I
see you
love it.
soon. Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Shout out to Anjali. She honestly motivates me so much, and I am so proud of her. So, hell yeah, Anjali. Anyone that wants to follow her, please do. Anjali, we'll put her link in the chat as well. So, uh, oh, okay. It's chatting me. Okay, so I guess my question to you guys is like, if you ever feel like you need more confidence or you need the right people, it is that, but it's also having someone that's been through the entire process like me, and I guess has energy because I am fueled by caffeine drinks at all times. Okay. Now, before I get into the last Q&A, someone's shouting at me to do this. So, um, we already got people joining. So what happens when you join? So on Monday the 4th, you're gonna get the link to join the community, the Known Club. So then you're gonna fill in a questionnaire. So you'll fill out your goals and get access to all the bonuses in in a structured manner. So or customer CS will guide you to know to give you what to watch and based on your goals and experience. All right. Now, from the 4th to the 11th of May, before we start on the 17th, you'll have a look around to all of the modules that or CS is going to send to you directly, and then you can actually be ready to get started. So then we kick off from Monday, the 11th of May, which is okay, and then on the 17th we'll begin the cohort, and this time this is your first class starts with me, and then week 1, week 2, week 3 we do positioning week 1, we do content week 2, we do funnels week 3, and systems and conversion week 4. All right, now ladies and gentlemen, you have 3 paths in front of you. Path number 1, you do nothing. Path number 2, you try and do it yourself, but you make many mistakes. You spend 3 years figuring out how. Or path number 4, you join a known club, like many people have. I'm seeing more people in the chat joining. So we're only accepting new members until we hit capacity, which we are very close to hitting. So the feedback we provide only works with the right group size. So this is not something that we have thousands of people on, because this is like personalized. So once we hit our limit, the doors will close, and I don't know when we'll open them again, right? So we already showed you Anjali, and she's amazing. Now, basically, all I want to say is that you have the last day to take us on these bonuses. So if you, I think we have one last spot for these bonuses. So if you guys want the detailed audit on top of everything that is inside of the Known Club, then there's your chance. If you guys want a profile breakdown that is revamped just for you, then this is your chance, ladies and gentlemen. So the link is in the chat, and I think Leva, can you unmute yourself? Do we have Thea joining as well? Yeah, I don't know if
No,
she's.
she had to go,
All right.
so she couldn't come.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries. All right, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, the link is in the chat. And I would love to see some of you inside of the Known Club. So I'm gonna answer some questions now as well from the Q&A. I know you guys should. So my niche is, let me find one. I was trying to build a personal brand as an authority in the business streamlining and automation via CRM and space to give leads, blah, blah. Years ago, I tried offering the free business audits and even this we are great sales for implementation. We're just trying to learn proper sales. All right, I'm gonna have to put these on a chat because otherwise I'm gonna lose them. Okay, so who do we have here? So Lulian, trying to build a personal brand as an authority. What did trying mean though? Right? I set up 10 years ago, tried offering free business audits. It is not always about the free things, it's about the entire ecosystem. So did you try and educate people on your on the main thing, which is Salesforce? We work with a lot of Salesforce pros, and the reason why they don't convert is not because of the offer, because the offer is validated, but it's the content. So it's probably because of that. So trying and actually trying well, very different things. So I would say that if you were trying to build a personal brand and your content didn't work, it's because the content was poorly executed. So you didn't have an unfair advantage, you didn't have a system, and you didn't understand what the mix and match between educational content and storytelling content was, and then how to get people to close with you via DM. So Lilian, that's my like 10-second answer. The done for you B2B lead generation from Hitesh for manufacturers and exporters struggling with consistent clients have tried offering many lead magnets repos but results very slow. Please guide. Done for you B2B lead generation for me lead mag. Okay, so we have a client like this actually, focuses on one very specific niche. What happens is when your niche is too niche like that, you need to do two things. So some of your content needs to be directly to B2B lead gen so you can get the top of funnel, because what you need to grow is to grow within your niche and then tackle the very niche. So manufacturers, yeah, that's fine, but like we have a very small niche. So that means that a very low total addressable market. So what do? We talk about lead generation in total, like in overall. So we divide our content into 5 different pieces of content every single week. So let's say 2 pieces of content, they're very broad about lead generation, right? Overall, for every business owner. Then 2 of them are very niche for that manufacturer business owner, and you're showing them the systems and you're showing them your story behind the scenes, or like how you helped a client, and then the lead magnet. If you were focused only on doing lead magnets, then that's not enough for someone to want to download it, because there's so much free information out there. Like your ideal client can go to ChatGPT and ask it. The thing that they can't do is find a free resource based on what you know, because they want to know what you know rather than what ChatGPT knows. And that requires content. So you can build that trust in storytelling. Okay? Um, my niche is talent acquisition and wellness. I'm a little restricted on tech social media usage for my wellness energy work. Can my EA do regular posts? Yes, she can. If she uses Cleo, for example, she 100% can. So once you log on to Clio for free, when you join the Known Club, and you find like you fastly go through the first 2 weeks, which is refining your positioning, understanding your offer, then you can give her those systems because we make you fill worksheets. So she can have those, and then she can plug them into Clio and create content for you, as well as actually understand how to create a lead magnet. All right. So, okay, cool. All right. So, okay, let me see who else is here. Thanks, Lara. Can she get access to the course? Yes. So anyone in your team can have full access to the program, by the way. Like, I'm not gonna be like, no, only one person can. No. If you have a team, this is built for business owners. So 100%. Like they can sign in into with your credentials, or we can make that happen. If you want her to be on the course as well, we can give them access. So no problem on that. You just need to let us know. Because I appreciate a lot of people are business owners and have a marketing team. So no problems on that. I have my marketing team in all the programs that I'm in as well. Can we create a persona for Cleo so that I knows how we talk? Yes. Hell yeah, let me show you. Of course. Of course you can. Let me show you my baby. So, by the way, like I said, you get Clio for free when you join the Known Club. Otherwise, you'll have to pay like over $599 for this per year. So, when you join Clio, you get to add your identity. Like mine is empty because I use this for clients, so I have to have it empty. But what it does is like we've made specific questions for you to answer. So Clio understands exactly what it needs to understand. So from your story and your offers and your target audience, like Clio is designed to ask you ridiculously specific questions, so we understand exactly how to create the best content for you. So we're not just praying and praying, we're like building this with you, for you. So then Clio, then you choose a writing style, and then as a result, you can start writing like me, you can start writing like Jade, you can start writing like Justin Welsh. Like we have the most viral creators chosen for you, so you can literally base a lot of your content on their writing style, so you don't have to learn how to copyright, and then you can add preferences as well. So that's important as well. So like let's say, oh, I don't want M dashes, or I don't wanna use the word diversify. Like you can just add your preferences, and this will help you like create the best content. And then we have swipe files of what people are loving as well. And so you can actually also base it on current posts. So like let's say that post that Cameron used to go viral was based um on one of Jake's posts that was used from this. So I think it was one of these as well. These one. So you guys saw Cameron go viral with this. Guess where it came from? Cleo. See? So we are making it essentially easier for every single person in the entire planet to be able to grow and build their personal brands on LinkedIn while focusing on their businesses, right? It is not something that we created just to have it. It is what we use. So you can have your knowledge base. You can also add documents inside. So you get to add documents, text, videos, etc. So let's say you have an SOP, you have a podcast. Yeah. Leva, what?
Yeah, so I just wanted to say we're all sold out for the special two bonuses that you opened today. What do you think? Should we wrap it up?
Should we wrap it up? Sure. I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. Do you guys want me to leave? Or should I keep going? Leva, do you want to go to bed? What time is it where you're at?
It's 2 a.m.
All right. So okay, Leva, can you answer some questions with me? Leva, where are the gifts?
Yes, you'll get the gifts tomorrow. Our team will be online tomorrow, so the gifts that we promised on day one, you'll have them in your inbox. And we might send the recordings. I mean, a lot of people stick till the end, Lara. Maybe we
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, I think we should. So should we send all the recordings tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, cool. Amazing. Thank you, Leva. Does Cleo has an agency made? Okay, cool. Leva, I'm gonna stay for 10 more minutes and answering the questions because I know some people were waiting, but you are more than welcome to go to bed. What are the gifts? We've been promising gifts for the last 3 days, so there are like special Notion documents, and etc. Leva, you know what? Okay, before you go to sleep, can you come back?
Yes.
I've been loving like how people were so active in this chat today. So should we open five more spots?
For the two bonuses?
Yeah.
Lara, you know, we have given out like more than 15 spots. Are you sure?
Listen, Leva, if I'm not gonna have a life, I might as well just do it for the people. Yeah, I
I
think we should do
mean, the
it.
amount of effort that you put into it, the amount of value that you put into these audits, I don't know if we should open five more, Lara. I don't know.
I feel like people deserve it. Like there's so many questions as well. I love this one. I'm really glad we did it. So I think we should. There are people asking for it as well.
Okay, one of them says do it.
All right, so ladies and
Um,
gentlemen, if you were waiting to join the known club and you felt like you missed out on the bonuses, we just
One of
opened.
them says, do you have the capacity for 20 audits? Guys, do you want Lara to live or not?
Everybody wants me to die.
No.
Okay. All right, guys. So
All
if you
right,
guys,
let's
yeah.
open 5 more.
We've
Let's
just
do it.
opened. Okay, so let's tell the team that we're gonna be doing that. So for the next 5 people that join, I'm gonna be looking at the names. So for whoever joins, you're gonna get the everything that we said that you will get inside of the known club. But on top of that, you get the audit and you get the offer, like your profile breakdown. So these are things that you can't find anywhere. I don't sell them. You can't. I wouldn't do them for free either. Uh, I wouldn't charge for them either because it's just like a lot of my time. And so if you want that included as part of the known club, which by the way is worth well over $1,000 already, so that's literally half of your investment, for free. So yeah, take us on the offer. The link is in the chat. Leva just opened it. I'm gonna put it in the chat as well. Very generous professional. Looking forward to working with you. I love you guys so much. I love seeing people win. People like Anjali, like winning just makes my day. And it's just the best thing ever. So I would love for anyone watching this to become the next Anjali, to become the next guy, to become the next Hayden, maybe the next Harry, and come coach with us in a few years' time. It would be my pleasure.
Also, I
So,
just want to
oh,
add, when we go live tomorrow to the public with this cohort, these people are not going to get any of these bonuses. Like, you guys are special people who stick with us till the end for these 3 days, and Lara loves you so much. That's why she wants to give you additional personalized guidance. So, yes, this is your
which one?
last chance.
Are
Take
you guys
it.
Gen Z? Are you guys millennials? Which one are we doing these days? All of them. All right. Okay, Leva, while we do that, let me ask some quick questions and wait till the 5 spots are left, and then you let me know when they are gone. Okay?
Yes.
Fabulous. Let's go into this Q&A thing. All right. I'm an executive virtual assistant. Can I still land premium clients who can pay me very well? Yes. I have paid virtual assistants over $5,000 because they offered to solve a problem for me for free. So, if you know how to market yourself on LinkedIn, if you solve a very painful problem and you are positioned as a premium brand, 100%. My first VA was from Amsterdam and I paid her $2,000 per month. My next VA is most likely to charge me like 5K a month, and I am more than happy to charge her that, to pay her that. All right. Let's see. I missed the last 2 days. Can I have the replays? Yes, we're gonna be sending the replays in the next 24 hours as well. Let me get to the most recent ones. I signed up yesterday. I am so excited. Shout out to Michelle. Welcome. Okay. I have asked my question multiple times. Listen, it's okay. Actually, I want to address this like anger that I'm getting. It is not fair for you guys to like be so angry at me when I literally spend the last 3 hours like explaining things. Like if I don't answer a question, it's not because I ignore it. It's because I don't see it or I don't have time. We are the live masterclass were meant to be 2 hours. We're here at the third hour. So I would love for you guys to give me like some grace as well. Um, I don't like I can't have the chats in the Q&A box open and my LinkedIn DMs open while I'm focused on giving you like a lot of material. It is very hard. So just because of that, I'm gonna ignore this question because it's like really rude. And I don't like that. Like just treat people with like as much kindness as you would like to receive it. Because a lot. It's a lot at the same time. Yes, Queen, period. You're amazing with great. Thank you guys. Okay. Hi Lara. I started making content on LinkedIn. Now I'm making content on LinkedIn basics and sharing my own personal growth experiences. So what are things I should follow for now? You should find a way to monetize that skill. So obviously LinkedIn positioning stuff. So like whatever you found the most results on. So you could go the ghostwriter way, or you could go the content creator way, or you could go the business owner way. So like the ghostwriter way is that you started making content on LinkedIn. And so you understand how LinkedIn works. And so the best and highest ticket thing that you could do is start doing it for other people. So you become a freelance ghostwriter, which is what I started doing. You could do second thing, which would be online digital products. So it could be like a playbook or like a template, etc. That's worth $50 to $100, and that you promote every single time. And then the third way would be you build a business based on your expertise, like I did with Cleo. So you build an external business that's not an agency or consulting that is similar, that fits within your niche, but it's a lot more scalable and maybe you can exit. Lara, I also have two members. Can they join? Yes, Karina, they can join. Just let us know when you join the known club that you're gonna have two extra team members coming in, and that's all we need. But yeah, more than welcome. Lara, for my business from Samira, coaching and mentoring women with care responsibilities, especially Muslim and migrant women, balancing career, family, and mental health. What would be the simplest funnel you would recommend for me to get my first paying client from LinkedIn? What would be the simplest funnel? So, coaching and mentoring women with care responsibilities. So, what are you coaching them on though? So, we need to have that very specifically. Like, are you coaching them on how to build a business or how to become more confident? So, once I understand that, then you turn that into the business model. So it would be if you're a woman, a highly ambitious woman, sorry, if you're a highly ambitious woman, here's how to increase your revenue to 5K, 10K per month without problem. And so that is the thing. So like you could do a service. So maybe it's an agency. So you're showing them how to do something. You're coaching them. So it would be like, let's say it's a 6 week coaching program that then rolls over as to monthly. So that would be a thing that I would do. So you frame the problem as a mentorship model. And it's like I mentor highly ambitious Muslim women onto how to build the business of like the life of their dreams without sacrificing their family, right? That's the offer. And then within the offer is 6 weeks of one-to-one mentorship divided into different problems. So like how to build a business, how to find more time, how to become more productive, how to speak in public, whatever the thing that you're teaching is, that you divide into modules or lessons, like the live it life. And then at the end you offer an an extra thing where they can stay with you for a month and you charge them a monthly retainer. So let's say the main offer was $3,000 for 6 weeks, then the retainer offer would be 1.5K per month, and that's how you retain them and that's how you build a business. Um all right, cool. So what else, Leva? How are we doing? Are we sold out?
We've got one last spot left.
One last spot left, ready for us. How to get featured on Forbes. You get coached by me and you find out how. Leva will fall asleep on us. I will fall asleep on all of you guys as well. I'm a graphic designer. Give me advice on how to grab a high ticket client. Well, you use the sell by chat model that I showed you guys in this live webinar. You will get the recordings of this, so that's what I would use. You find a the reason why people need a designer. And also, please, if you're a designer or like if you're a content creator, stop creating content for other content creators and other designers. Please. I see this a lot, especially with the design model. Designers are creating content for other designers. How to create a banner in 10 seconds. That is for a designer. How to use Canva. That is for a designer. How to do X. Like that is for a designer. For you would be how this banner will get you 10 new clients. Why Lara Costa's banner works so effectively. You break it down and you're like, if you want me to do this for you, then send me a DM, right? That. I think a piece of advice that I should have given before, but I forgot, is like stop creating content for your competitors. Start creating content for your clients. the questions that your competitors have are very different to the questions that your clients have. Period. Period. Yes. I fallen for this trap as well. Like it's really easy because we see a lot of content that we like and then we create it as a result, but then that doesn't lead us to clients, you know? It's my birthday tomorrow. This would be a great gift, but I just invested in speaking training. That's fine. That's all good. We shall wait for you next time, anonymous attendee. No worries. That's actually sensible. Lara, please take my question. Rashi, I am looking for it. Shout out to Sate. I joined yesterday and I also am on the Clio Accelerator. Very much looking forward to these. I help companies sell with their customers to talk AI. Not sure whether to talk. Okay. I have two businesses in the same space. One is AI customer experience advisory and training services. The new one is focusing on AI tools and AI agents. Not sure whether to talk about both or only focus on the new startup now. Well, both of us are in the AI space. So your personal brand is AI. And then you can talk about the different business models whenever you want to promote them. That's what I do with Clio and the Known Club. So I don't talk about them all the time. I separate my time between each launch or like how urgent we need to promote one. But because my personal brand is built within an umbrella term, which is personal branding and online business, I have the grace to talk about different things within that same umbrella, which is content creation, business, and funnels. So when you build a personal brand within one main umbrella that allows you to have that like flexibility, then you can talk about both and you don't have to choose. I guess the main question would be which one you should choose now. And that would be the one that is easiest to sell right now. So if you are looking to monetize immediately, like let's say, Lara, I want to add $10,000 a month right now, I would focus on the one that has the most likelihood of conversion faster. So let's say you have a high ticket that's worth 5K, you only need two clients. But if you have another one that's a software, let's say like Clio, that's $99 a month, then that would be fast, like harder to scale fast. So it depends on what you need most, whether you want to get your fast few customers for your next one, or whether you want to make a lot of revenue faster. So it just depends. I have to struggle with that question as well, but then I answer it through that razor, like which one is the most important one. Uh, Leva, there's a question from Michelle in the Q&A. What is the best way to prepare for a one-to-one with you? You take the known club. We only take clients I only take clients one-to-one that have gone through the known club. Because what I found was that I hated one-to-one because people were asking me the wrong questions. And I didn't like that. I didn't like answering the questions that people could have just gotten an answer if they just joined the known club. Oh, then you can send us a DM as well. She's in the known club. Nirav, shout out to you. Well, welcome. All right, Leva, I think did you say we sold out already?
Yes, let's wrap it up.
All right, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for 3 whole hours today. I am so excited for you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time. Very much
Lara,
appreciate you
wait,
guys.
let's ask them one more thing. Shall we do another masterclass in a week or two? Guys, what do you think? Did you enjoy these 3 days? Do you want another one?
You're
Oh
insane.
yeah, look at that.
What do we make the masterclass about? Since we're doing it live, then Leva. Let's ask them. Okay, guys, what what would be most useful next if we did one? Since apparently I am. Thank you, Leva. Have you seen my calendar for the next 2 weeks? By the way.
People
Oh,
loved it so much. I mean, look at your DMs. Look at the people who are tagging you. We'll do it after a while, but we can do it again.
okay. Chat this, not call DMs. What? A walkthrough example from start to finish. More about content. Going over, yeah, I like that. Going over profile fixes, more content, pricing and offers, sales structure engines. I think it should be about ICP, more content funnels, no hashtags. Calvin, shut up. Profile fixes, roast session. I'll do it on how to become a rapper instead. That's probably my mostly requested one. Lara, you are overworking Lara as well as yourself, yes. We are more on content profile fixes. Okay, so people want a live roasting session, most likely. Okay, something specifically for students and new gen professionals. Lara's the best. Thank you guys. You are amazing as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'll see you in a few weeks. Stay tuned on my LinkedIn and email, and we'll update you when that's apparently going to happen. I'll find the time and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys. I'm looking forward for you to watch the recordings. And if you came and you sailed to the end, please take a photo of me now and you post it on LinkedIn. And you let us know if you loved it. All right, guys. Bye. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Bye.
Recording stopped.